Hello and welcome back to another RDR Tuesday Group 3. Today we are running Spa as our first track out with 24-hour layout, but the pit lane penalties will be on, so be careful of that. I hope you've all had a great weekend. We did post two videos. One was a bit down on quality for the first half, I will admit, and that's my mistake. But yeah, the second half was much better and much more intense racing as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. But yes, we will watch the vid later, guys. Yeah, and say after the race, obviously, and say we're here to race right now. But yes, so we've got 7 laps of Spa. We've got the medium and the soft strategy back. I think it's overall a fan favourite. But we do like the sprints too. But we got two pit strats coming up this week, so something to look out for. But are we all ready for the lobby to go live? Icon's here. Oh dear.
We're cooked.
Icon doesn't like Spa, but he always says that about every track.
I can beat.
What was the tyre and fuel wear again?
The tyre and fuel wear is going to be on 2 times for both, with 8 litres refueling, but you shouldn't need to refuel. 90 seconds finish in time. I think we'll drop that down to 60. 60 seconds.
Time to drive the Lexus.
Just in order of keeping things going. Practice is your qualifying, guys. Remember that.
Time to drive the Lexus.
Have we got points this evening? We are doing points this evening, so we will be changing this to the SF23 Thursday, which is the last time we used this, I'm not going to lie. But we're going to be changing that over to the Tuesday. What are we calling it tonight? Group 3 what? What would we like it to be called? What would we like the championship to be called? So obviously there's going to be coming a Discord title with it. The Discord, of course, will be going into the chat momentarily.
I'll make the...
What do we fancy though? Tuesday Group 3 what?
Cup of Death.
Cup of Death.
Die. Everyone is gonna die in turn 1.
Are we sure we want Cup of Death?
It was a joke.
Tuesday Group 3.
Like you on
Exorcism party.
Exorcist. No, that's a bad one. That's terrible. Oh yeah, Panam is live over on his Twitch, by the way, guys. So make sure to throw that one in there as well. I'll just get our Discord in there.
You're right. I should.
Okay, there we go. What should we call it? The Tuesday Group 3.
I'll just say something out of pocket. I'm gonna keep.
Shootout Cup. There we go. No, I don't know. Tuesday Thriller from D-Logs. Tuesday League.
Tuesdays go bowling GR3. We are going bowling.
Alright, we're live.
Okay, Tuesday Group 3 League. We'll go for that then. And we will be resetting the drivers. Let me just sort my screen out so you can see it all. Fantastic. Right, anyway, no further ado. Let's get the lobby underway. Hello, Lexi. How are we?
3, 2, 1.
JHS, your points shall never be forgotten. It was streamed live, so there's always proof of it on the internet, mate. Don't worry about it.
That's true.
The internet never forgets.
Exactly. 14 out of 16.
That's crazy. He instantly goes to your chat, but not
15. 15. Can we hit? There it is. 16. Is that a record? That was quick.
That was very quick. Not sure what the record, but it was very quick.
The record was an RDRP lobby or a car show lobby. I think it just filled up incredibly fast. Kian's serving a back of grid penalty anyway.
Can we give Kian the front of grid penalty?
No, Kian's not allowed to set the time. So let's just let everyone know that practice is qualified. Right, practice is your qualifying. 10 minutes qualifying. Who've we got that's new? Kids, of course, back of grid, as I said. One newcomer tonight. Luke, of course, making a return. How you doing, Luke?
Teammates.
There we go. He's the only one that isn't. But good evening, Luke. How are we? Yeah, so as everyone else who's a regular in the lobby knows, Icon is present, so that's going to be causing some problems at the top end, I'd imagine. My camera isn't straight and it's bugging me.
No, we
There
can't customize.
Can't customize? What are you on about?
We can't customize downforce and right hand.
I mean, well, Panam, you've never suggested it. You are one of the heads of racing. It's that's your department if you want that in the lobbies. I'm not changing it now because we're here, but something to think for the future. Like I said, I want to try and get a tutorial out explaining the tuning a little bit, and I guess then from there, hopefully people will be able to run setups in the lobbies, especially the regulars. But I don't want to give an unfair advantage to the fast guys who are already fast. Why is the dog barking? Looney!
Speaking of fast guys,
Sorry,
a
2
fun
seconds.
fact, statistic over
Shush.
from Icon. Icon is currently on a 10-race podium streak. So
Someone stop that.
Has not been off the podium in
10 races.
in the last 10 races. Fantastic. Of course, Jolvo is head of statistics. So any of you regulars want to know where you stand on the RDR leaderboards, or indeed how many top 5 wins, total podiums, wins you've had, just ask Jolvo in the comments and he'll be able to provide that answer for you.
And is on a 7-race win streak, Mr. Icon.
7-race win streak. Is that so far his highest? I mean, because is that every lobby that he's been present in?
The last 7 races we did, Icon won.
Last 7 races we've done, Icon has won. Okay, so that's a 7-win streak for Icon. Fair play. I think that's a record, isn't it, Jolvo?
I will verify it after the stream, but
I'm pretty sure that's a current record from what I remember. I think I remember you saying before that 5 or 6 was the limit.
Jubal,
Yeah. So
the limit in one stream.
Jubal, if you go into the pit, don't hit the pit entry wall, okay?
right. So we're going for 3 and 3.
Okay, wait.
340.
Go into the pits. I want to see how you go into the pits.
me.
How's the audio from the Discord guys coming through as well? Is that okay? Can someone let me know in the chat who can listen? JHS, if you're able to listen and not.
It's like a
30
second delay.
30-second delay.
2 to 3 second delay.
2 to 3 second. Okay, sorry.
Freddy's actually gonna crash.
like a 30-second delay.
So of course, got to remember SAS is present as well. He's fast here.
It should have been 5 minutes. That's great.
I think the bonnet cam is starting to become a bit of a favourite of myself. I like watching things from the bonnet's cam point of view.
That's why I raced.
That's why we raced in it.
Do I need my light ring?
Okay, Webby is someone. Is he someone from SR? I don't actually know.
Huh?
Harrison hasn't replied to me yet. When I asked him. Magneti Mare. I like delivery.
Woo!
Okay. That's coincidence.
Waiting for.
Do we want to?
Matt, are my messages even visible? Yes, sorry, no, I was looking at sorting my my lights. Yes, Kian, we've got some stats for you. Hang on, do you know what? I'm gonna go up into the scoreboard thing and just have a look at there because I don't know you put something in there the other day. So top 5s. Kian, you are currently positioned number 8 in the RDR lobbies all out top 5 finishes with 38 top 5 finishes.
Ready? Like, Freddy, you're
Where else are we looking
Don't
for
do
anything
that.
else?
Freddy, don't do that, no.
Hello, Alex. I'm not too sure whether you were here and present for it, Alex, but we said that if you do ever want to know your stats in the RDR lobbies, i.e. how many podiums, wins, etc., then just let Jova know. He's head of statistics and has it all ready to go. He's been working really hard on a bot for our Discord that displays all of the results. SAS currently on top though, 218.598. Astral has got a 219.674 out for himself. Webby, 220.614. We're still waiting for some of the heavy hitters to run, such as Icon. Kian as well, but of course Kian won't be serving any time here. He's going to be starting at the back of the grid. Jolvo's on his way out now, as is Panam soon, so both of those. I mean, Panam's on the mediums. I'm not too sure what he's doing time-wise. Are you starting from the back, Panam?
Yeah.
Okay. The one thing I think I'd like to have a quick discussion, actually, with Jolvo and Panam about, while on stream. Are we going to be allowing any form of team activity here?
What kind?
I mean, well, if you two want to run as team of head of racing, that's fine. If anyone else, along the way has a teammate within the ranks, i.e. Vantage, Silly Up Ute. I don't know, Silly Up Ute isn't here, but I think Matt and Webby are also familiar.
Joe, what you saying?
Like
ARPS and Astral could be working together on a little something if it comes to it, you never know. Are we allowing any sort of team activity if we do see any? Because I think it's something that we have mentioned and seen before, is it not?
Like for the stream specific or in general?
Just for, well, stream specific to begin with, but I think in general as well.
7 laps and pit stop.
I mean, we can, if you're tracking points nonetheless today, then we could put some...
Oh, we're not tracking team points here today. Not tracking team points.
Okay.
Just team activity, so sort of helping, sort of slow someone down if it helps the other person climb up the ranks.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. Part of the game.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, I think it'd be great viewing, if I'm honest. How long are we left now? So yeah, we're looking at just over 2 minutes now left of your qualifying session, and then we'll be getting going with 7 laps here at Spa.
I'm guessing there's still no room.
Freddy took 3 tries on my chat to spell lobby right. He spelled
Me and JHS could team
O-N-Y
gas and brakes. There you are. I mean, Blaze is looking to team with JHS. That's interesting, considering well, from any of the videos that we've seen, you'd think they'd hate each other.
Time to be Team Germany. Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, how many people is allowed in one team?
2, I'd say. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to put a cap on it, I guess, if it's going to be a bit of a relaxed rule.
It'd be like Team WRT and enter like 5 Audis.
Now let's enter 2 Lexus and 1 Porsche. Joe was the Porsche.
Alec.
Oh, that means I'm gonna make a
Teams in open lobbies, I mean, it's just any team sort of activity. If we see it, are we going to allow it, is the question, Kian, more than endorse it?
Astro Joel team.
Okay.
Ooh, Ertra. Haven't seen Ertra before.
Ooh,
Okay.
advantage.
Did Vantage block?
I brake too early. Well, it felt like.
Womp womp.
Right, so Luke, he's a bit of a powerhouse in the Group 3 lobbies at the moment as well. Certainly someone to look out for on the field. Oh, yes, JHS, thank you so much. That completely slipped me. Who actually can we stay on board with for the final lap? In fact, we'll go Icon. He has just come past the total exit from the pits. Let's pull up all the race info. 2:18.213 for Icon.
Great success.
Let's pay attention then, as he is, of course, the current win streak leader. Let's pay attention to his inputs here. He's nice and gentle, nice and easy off those brakes. Still using ABS. Careful with the power. Slowing that braking right down. Allowing some time to coast in between if needed. Oh yeah, Icon and ARPS could be a little bit of a matchup duo here if needs it, or if oh yeah, if either one needs to. Not sure that Icon would need that personally, but
Astro, no way, Astra. No, not.
Bit of
your
trail
Astro.
braking here. There is the gap before the power, and already he is starting to creep up onto the Ferrari Webby. Of course, once Icon passes the line, we will be starting, as that will have settled the grid for this evening.
Time to not start last, because some people that have a lower rating than me also didn't do it. Kian. Or did Kian do a lap? Did Kian do a lap or not?
No, Kian didn't do a lap. He's serving a back of grid penalty.
Oh yeah.
It was, of course, reduced.
2:43.1.
A 240. Yeah, that'll do him. Fair play.
Yeah.
What's my overall standing right now? My stats.
I'll have a look at it in a moment.
Which should be like P6
Right.
or something?
There we go.
We are.
So
on
that
the
is
same
us
level
finished
as
then for the
somewhere.
practice. What if I don't start at the back of grid without a time set? Then is what it is. You've done what you can to stop it, mate. I mean, realistically here it says that you start in 9th, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. But anyway, are we all ready? Like, you know, if you did set a really low time, then it's happened. But whatever happens, it is. May I should place bar more? Yeah, I'd say so, Icon. Vantage is not ready. Remember to get on your tyres, though. Racing mediums, racing softs. I guess we're ready to go then. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Kian says, wait 1 minute. Oh, I don't know if I can do that. Predicting
No.
I qualified 11th. Well, let's see. Right, I'll move myself on over. Have a good stream. Thank you, Sutton. I just saw you said that into the Discord.
Jovo, you suck.
That's nasty. Right, anyway, best of luck everyone who's running. There we go. Let's jump on over to myself, the infamous green Marlboro 650S for JHS. Looking forward to seeing it. Let's begin then our 7 laps at Spa in Belgium. 24-hour layout, pit penalties on. Could see that come into play. We allow team activity. If we do see team activity, no one will be penalised for it tonight. I think was the overall decision that we came to. It's a bit of a relaxed rule. We're not encouraging team activity, nor are we nor are we going to penalise anyone who keyboard, come on. Yes, nor are we going to penalise anyone who chooses to do so. So the lights are up, false check is on. There we go. Away we go then. Icon out in front. Off pole. SAS slips in behind as we head up on Rouge. Could get hectic here, but so far it's looking good for the Camel Straight for the pack. JHS currently running in 9th that we're on board with here in that Marlboro that we'd said about. Out in front then, Icon still very much being pressured by SAS. These two were quite close in the time. Deluxe looking up the inside there as well. SAS currently takes the pole. Who's off? Deluxe just jumps back in with the pack with Astral. See a few people off. Webby has gone round. What's happened there? Let's go back and have a look at it. He's taking contact from Deluxe coming back in. That's unfortunate, but Webby's taken that. Webby's had to take that. Hopefully he can get himself back through. We'll have to come back through into the steward. So that's lap 1, sector 2. Need to write that. Can you write that down, my love? Thank you. Lap 1, Sector 2, Webby and Deluxe. Icon picks up a second penalty. SAS out in front. ARPS not too far behind in the Total Energies McLaren. That's looking rather fast today. He's picked up a serious amount of pace. And yes, a great race ahead for ARPS by the looks of it so far. Of course, the position I think is about to switch round with his buddy Icon up in front in the M6. SAS though, well, he's about a second out now. Let's see where he stands to ARPS once the switch is made. 2 seconds out now to to second place of ARPS on lap 1. Pretty impressive stuff from SAS. Can he hold on to it? Few people running wide there. Might pick up some penalties for that. Everyone though through into the chicane. Why can't I see the chicane? Why is it doing this? I'm so sorry. Everyone went round there. Matt went round. Let's go back on board with Kian though. Kian running in 10th. Had contact with Pan Am. Spins around. Pan Am waits for him. Allows him back up the inside. Oh, then Kian goes. Matt up in 9th. He's gone round as well. He's reset himself back down into 10th. Newcomer Airtread now down into 11th behind Kian in 12th. Luke and Deluxe both chose to pit. Vantage now running in 14th. SAS still just about 2 seconds ahead of ARPS in second place. He's put about a second and a half between himself and Icon behind. Astral with a 0.5 above his head in the Lab 16 race in RCF. He's not too far behind behind Icon, sorry, in the top 3. He's about 2.5 seconds. He's just hanging on in there. But behind him he's got JHS accompanied by Jolvo, Blaze, and then Pan Am just coming around that top corner now. So let's go on board then with Pan Am, who's got Webby now in tow. Webby picking up now to 9th position after the first lap incident that we saw here. Well, we're on lap 2 so far, and I can see that night is now creeping in. So this shall get interesting. ARPS in second place, runs wide on the fast left-hander. I apologise that I don't know the track names or corner names, too well. The position was switched between himself and Icon. I'd missed that at some point, but SAS extends his lead now to 3 seconds from the incident. 2.5 seconds out now again, still for Astral off the top 3. JHS also in tow. These two will be very close. Blaze, I'm not too sure if he's within contention to take the position off either one, considering it's only a 0.5. He's got Pan Am and Webby to worry about behind him before anything happens. Jolvo's now down there in 9th with a 0.5 above his head as well in that gorgeous livery RSR, I'm not going to lie. He did say that he was going to be running a different livery for every race, so I'll be looking forward to what the next one shall be. But yes, a gorgeous LSR livery for now. Matt then running 10th, Airtray in 11th, Kian in 12th, Vantage in 13th, Luke and Deluxe both in 14th, 15th, having pitted. SAS, his lead's now dropped to 2.7 with Icon now on a full charge behind. Harry waiting for a space. Well, as and when one pops up, I shall let you know. Of course, open lobby means no spaces reserved. It is first come, first serve. If you see that a space has come up, then make sure to jump onto the lobby. Of course, if you need to add me as... Oh, no, you've got me as a friend, has it anyway. I know, I just read it as Harry. I'm busy sliced. You know what I mean. Gosh. 2.7 then is SAS's lead. He's holding it steady so far, but still Icon on a charge. Fastest lap for Icon so far. He's looking to put nearly a second on his previous lap through the first sector. SAS can't really answer that with much. He's 2.3 ahead, so nothing exciting coming for the lap now from SAS. It looks like it could all be for Icon here. He's really making up the time. Soft for both. Bit of a slip for SAS when we jumped on board quickly. Icon just hunting him down in that distinct livery M6. Of course, Icon is probably one of the newest recruits of Distinct Racing. Very proud achievement for him, and of course we all are proud of him here in RDR. He's one of the original members. He started with us over on the Twitch before we'd even began YouTube, so just a testament to how long he has been a valued member of this community. But yes, 2.2 remains the gap between Icon and SAS. We'll have a look now at how Icon's time stands as we head now through Stavolo. Still 0.7 up on his previous best time of a 2:18.494, but a penalty does see way to that. He's not going to be setting that lap time now, having scored that penalty. I don't think it will count towards the fastest time, unfortunately, which was a shame because he was looking spot on to take that fastest lap down into the 2:17 sector. SAS still 2.3 ahead though. He could well be on to something decent here with his lap time. Let's see how it stands. Can it be below a 2:18? No, just above. He does do his best time though of a 2:18.753. Really starting to settle into his pace now through the first hairpin, but Icon is just 2.2 away. That 0.5 penalty will put suit, but ARPS is 4.5 seconds behind. Astral in the pits now off the mediums to the softs for the remaining 4 laps. JHS and Webby now looking close through... oh, what am I doing? I have the keyboard. Now looking close through the start-finish straight. Let's keep an eye on JHS's defence here. Up the Camel Straight. It's going to be a hard one. Webby, I think, is going to look to set the move up early here. He fakes right, backs out of it. JHS for now holds 4th position. Webby, though, drawing ever closer. Is that a penalty for Webby there, though? Did he skip track limits? Yes, he did. He has gone round JHS, but for how long with that penalty? We did see the Ferrari dip within the track limits now. Darkness really setting in here in Belgium. JHS just has to patiently stay with Webby, build that pressure up. Could even force a mistake before the penalty line, but oh no, mistake made from himself. That is unfortunate. So we'll stay on board now with these cameras. The 0.5 penalty for Icon now to be served as SAS heads to end his 5th lap, or to end his 4th lap, sorry, and start the 5th. There we are. We can see now the lights of Icon just disappearing, having served that penalty. It's a big loss here on Spa from the penalty line. 2.5 seconds is the gap now from SAS down to Icon. ARPS with a bit of a rough one, heading through Belmont or Belchmont, I think. I'm not, you know the one I mean. That corner. Anyway, he's not had an easy exit through there, nor has he had an easy exit off the final chicane. He's still 6.5 seconds out from 2nd place, with a 6.5 second gap back to 4th place for Webby, who now pits. 4th place occupied by JHS, who stays running. Jolvo, he's in 5th place, having crossed now onto his 5th lap as well. Jolvo has pitted, I believe. Where is Deluxe and Astral? They're a minute out from the pace of SAS and Icon, now on their softs as well. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how it's going to stand. I don't know if pitting early here has done them any favours. We'll see. I'd say not names that we'd expect to see at the bottom. Vantage GT3 is left, but Hazard is in. Hello. I see you, sir. Welcome. Remember, guys, smash that like button on the stream if we haven't done so already, guys. Got taken out. Then spun. No, I did see, Kian. I did see. But into the pits now. Panam also pitting. Matt pitting. Webby pitting. I think it's a big loss here on the pit stop. Got to be careful on that exit not to pick up a penalty. I think he does so nicely. So what's SAS thinking then? Have we had a pit stop from SAS? It's saying 2 on the marker, but I just don't think so. I don't think he pitted first lap either. No pit stops there, and so it's a shame that I have to flick back and forth for that. Icon none either. We'll see what SAS move is here. I mean, we're 5 laps in. His softs are looking okay. by now I'd imagine that the wear is starting to play in. I mean, for Icon seeing a 2:19, of course we have had penalties for that, but Luke actually with the fastest lap down in 8th, 2:17.920. So a decent effort from the GTR indeed. Again, hopefully something can unfold for him as and when the pit stops happen for further up the grid. Jolvo then, he's hot on to the heels of JHS. 0.5 penalty for him as well. JHS now goes for the pit stops with the penalty. Jolvo will assume 4th position. He's 11.5 seconds now behind ARPS. But yeah, certainly looking good for him. Considering I'm pretty confident I remember seeing Jolvo having gone into the pits. 8th position of Luke. Where's he in terms of the line? Just approaching the final chicane now, so position will be there for Luke. Let's have a look then down with Kian, who's now eagerly chasing Matt. It's M6 versus M6. Clean so far. JHS and Blaze, well, JHS now on his way out of the pits. Nice and clean, close racing for Kian and Matt here. Let's jump back on board with Kian's bonnet cam. I think that is going to be the best view that we can get right now. Bumper to bumper. Oh, it's not M6. Oh, a nudge from Kian puts Matt over the lines through on Rouge, sorry. Hopefully, Matt does not get a penalty for that. Kian, I think, has he made the move successful so far? He's got Blaze in front, 3-second penalty above his head, 2. That's a shame for Blaze, but I think there's a position there on the table for Kian and Matt as well. I don't know. I'd like to say that the move has been made now with the gap building between himself and Matt. Though I do believe that shunt was a little bit unfair. But there was also so much he could have done. I mean, he could have also backed out of it a little bit, but with his slipstream, how much would it have mattered? Either way, Kian up into 12th place now with Blaze in between himself and Matt. The top 3 then have pitted in the form of Icon, SAS, ARPS, all 3 now in the pits. I mean, by the looks of it, ARPS, he looks like he's on the way out. Jolvo also in the same boat. SAS now only just hitting the pit lane. Icon the same. ARPS. Oh, no, okay. No, now we are there. Sorry, I was thinking of the other layout. That was silly. Ignore that. Airtra then, he's going to move up. Has yet to pit. So that will be a minute penalty for Airtra. He takes provisional pole. But I don't think he realises that it's not going to work for him. SAS and Icon are on the way out now anyway. We are on the final lap here at Spa. Turn 1, lap 1 got pushed off and still got penalty. Yeah, we'll come back and have a look at that afterwards, mate. Don't worry about it, Icon. Luke in 4th. Deluxe now into 8th. Astral, Jolvo, Webby. Panam down in 10th. Airstream hasn't pitted. No, I know, and say it's fine. 3rd place will be going over to Luke, who in a sense did put the undercut on ARPS, but with that fastest lap, I'm not surprised with his pace as well. SAS though has had a phenomenal race. He's led this race from lap 1. It has been his to win, and well, with the 2.5 splitting himself and Icon for the last lap, I don't think we could have asked for much more than a close battle between 1st and 2nd. 2 absolute titans around this circuit here. Icon claims that he doesn't like it, in the same sense that SAS claims that he hates tracks too. But we both see them come out towards the top end. Icon, of course, on a 7-lobby win streak. SAS looking to put feet to that tonight, and to maybe even start his own win streak. He's had a bit of unfortunate. He's had a few unfortunate runs, sorry, in the Group 3 RDR lobby so far. Just a couple of unfortunate incidents here and there, just catching the wrong place and spinning, but he's managed to keep himself now today composed, nice and well in the clean air, out in front, and here he is approaching now the final chicane for the last time here at Spa. In first place, it's SAS. Icon, though, still very, very close behind indeed. Less than a second splits the pair. 0.7. Icon now closely behind SAS. We'll go on board then with SAS as we head for the line. It will be first place for SAS as he takes the grass. Second place for Icon in a close bout. Luke will take the checkered flag in third. Airtro will go fourth, but will drop behind Astral as Astral fends off ARPS for the line. It's near photo finish for the pair. Airtro now down to sixth. Webby will take sixth. He's got Deluxe on the inside. They finish sixth and seventh. Panam in eighth as well. Jolvo close behind. JHS. Kian, he was just behind. There's so many close battles on the last lap. This will be a fantastic replay. Matt now reaching the line. He will put Airtra down to 13th. Blaze also stretching for the line. Airtra goes from 4th down to last due to no pits. So that was a shame for him. But congratulations to SAS for picking up the first win tonight and putting an end to Icon's 7-win streak. That does, however, mark the. I think that does mark the top end for the. Well, yeah, it marks the. The bar has been set for how many wins in the RDR lobbies. Man, I am not good at this track. Well, it's now winner picks their race. So, SAS, where would you like to race next? In fact, let's have a quick look. Let's save that replay and share it for Slice. Race 1, 20th 05. Okay, there we go. Should have just put it open to friends, but yeah, I don't care. It's about the racing, it's more important. Yeah, no, I'd say the medium tire. It's not for everyone, but it adds a bit of strategy and a bit of a different play in it. We saw it come into hands of Luke. He undercut ARPS off the podium with an earlier pit stop, and I think Deluxe did quite well as well.
I think we should for the next races we should turn up the tire deck a bit.
Yeah, I think so, because it did look like the softs were good to go until the end. I mean, Airtra didn't notice that he had to pit, so yeah, I think forcing pit stop through tire or deg might be the way to go here. SAS picks the next track, which is Road Atlanta.
First bomb.
I know there we go. I've just shared it now, so I'll get the leaderboard up for you. Right, so let's knock myself off and have a look at the leaderboard then. Who scored what? SAS was first in the M6, best time of 2:18.753 for himself. Icon had a slightly faster time of a 2:18.204 in second place, but ultimately it was Luke who took the fastest lap with a 2:17.920. Very fast lap for race pace indeed for Luke. I think, the post update, that may be a lap record for Spa. We'll have to keep an eye on that. But Astral in 4th in the RCF, ARPS in the McLaren in 5th, Webby in the 458 in 6th. Not a bad recovery driver. I think my personal vote for driver of the day would go for Webby. For that, he had a fair off at the first chicane after the Camel Straight. And yeah, he took the barriers, but finished 6th ahead of Deluxe, who I thought had a relatively clean race. That's not bad running at all. Panam in 8th in the RCF. Jolvo in 9th. JHS 13 in 10th, Kian in 11th, Matt in 12th, Blaze in 13th, Airtra in 14th, and Vantage in 15th. DNF for Vantage. Sorry, not joining today, trying to get the Ferrari 4 or 330 P4 before the RDRP. I know I can't use it, it's just a setting goal to get that in time. Fair enough, mate, no worries. But yes, anyway, so there is the leaderboard. Let's get ourselves set over now to Road Atlanta. We'll go up to 8 laps here for Road Atlanta, and we'll put the tyre grade. Should we put it up to 3 times now?
Yes.
Yeah, SAS, but post BOP updates, where obviously they set it. Although saying that, no, for our lobbies we don't include the post update times, do we?
I put a separate column of that. I mean, it is a post update Spa record.
Oh, okay, so it is. There we go, Luke. So congratulations on setting that.
17.920.
So yeah, are you guys happy with 3 times tyre wear?
Maybe even 4, I'd say.
Could go 4.
3 or 4.
Let's try. Should we try 4, and then if it's too much, we'll just turn it down for the next race? At least we know.
Yeah.
I mean, worst case, you've got to change those mediums and bring the mediums into play. The softs will last you 1 or 2 laps at least on 4 times. What's the record at Road Atlanta post BOP updates?
I'm checking. 117.881.
117.881. I think was that set by SAS. Yeah, it's your record anyway, SAS. Why would you want to go for that? Anyway, yeah, get in, guys. 10 minutes qualifying. Where is that Fulton? There it is. Welcome in.
Back.
Hello. Stream has spectator commentary for the racing. YouTube idea 1228. Thank you. Right. Okay. Tell you what. Should we have a quick look then at the liveries for the race?
Yes.
Let's have a quick. We do like a good livery run, don't we? So yes, here's SAS in the SMFC M6.
Boring. No, just kidding.
We've seen it quite a lot, but it is pretty. I like it. It's striking and it does stand out on the grid. It's been victorious quite a lot. It's a notorious car, I'd say, in the RDR lobbies. Down to Icon now with the distinct. Oh, look at that. That is nice, isn't it? I mean, let's face it. Scoreboard is done. Fantastic. Let's have a quick look at that then. Right, so as it stands, yes, we run on a top 8 or top 10. Yeah, top 10 get points, and it is 2 points. So, yes. 2 points for 10th, 20 points then for first. But yes, purple obviously, as we know, fastest lap. But this is how we stand after race 1. Thank you very much.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, ow.
You got through, darling? Ah.
Joe, was that you dead in turn 1?
No, that's me.
No.
Right, anyway, so Astral in
now.
the, the 42 lab racing now. Again, just another one of Astral's liveries, but I do like it.
Yeah.
It's bright and it stands out.
I did not expect the car to be so...
So, Matt in the M6 GT3. It's not the standard livery, and I do like it. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Webby's Magna Morelli Ferrari. This for me gets an. I'm going to go for an 8.5 because I was toying between an 8 and a 9, so 8.5 for me.
Loop.
Hazard in the Shadow Realm Racing Supra. It's nice. I like it. JHS13, the Verstappen.com Ferrari. Blaze in the Lone Star Porsche. Jolvo, of course, going for the Red Dragon Racing Porsche this time. Nice, but of course, stick it up in number 15, especially for him. Nice.
I wanted to give SAS slipstream, but the PS4 lag made me let him
Who
pass.
else? Luke in the GTR. ARPS in the Iron Brew M6. That's quite bright. I like that. That gets an 8 for me. Turning into a bit of an M6 Cup here. First for Manthey Porsche RSR for Pan Am. This livery gets a 9. This is cool. I love the arrows. Ooh, they're 14. They're 14, rocking the Nissan. I'm not exactly too sure what the inspiration is behind it, but it's not the standard livery, but it's very striking indeed. I like it a lot. Car number 70. Kian in the CCR. Captain Colossus Racing M6. Who else are we missing now? Have we done the entire grid? We have done the entire grid. What time are we on? 4 minutes 46, so we've got, well, 5 minutes left.
Oh, that's a wall.
Ow.
5 minutes left till final lap.
Yeah, turn one again.
SAS currently then with the fastest with a 1:18.523. He dips into the pits. Icon second place with, I'm not too sure what time, but second place. I was 0.223 off SAS. So what's that? A 1:18.7. Yeah, 7:46. I want to say. Webby. A 1:19.5. Astral 3-second penalty, rough. Pan-Am 1:21. I think he's looking to improve on that though. Not quite on this lap.
Was a bad lap.
ARPS. How does the Iron Brew M6 stand as he heads out of Sector 1? Find out now. Bit of a wobble, but he's looking faster than his previous time, and he will step above Pan-Am if he carries on the pace that he is. Luke, a 1:24.70. I'm not too sure how he stands with his time so far. I've got high expectations for Luke, though, and say he is a fantastic racer. He's looking faster so far, and again, he will also move himself up. How's the RDR Porsche doing? It's great to see it back out. Zach is often one to sport it, but it's nice to see it. It's nice to see it being driven by someone else who's who's a little bit more capable on more than just one track. I'll tell you like that. He's capable on 2 tracks. He's very capable on Fuji and Autopolis.
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 Okay.
Apologies, Pan-Am.
I finally learned how to pronounce it.
Leviosa. His fruit stick over there. Oh dear. This not good. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Ulterior idea. It might well be in. I'm charging second unit. Who should we go on board? SAS currently still holding the lobby record, though. We've got... Pardon me. There we are. 8 minutes clocked over now. Just 2 minutes left in the lobby session. Aha. Fantastic. Yes, how are we doing? Icon is looking purple. Heading into the final chicane. It's like Max vs. Lando, this, isn't it? Icon with a 1:18.287. He goes faster. SAS, he needs to respond. Bit of a slip out of the bottom of the box section for SAS heading up to Molto Bridge. How's his standings looking with the time? No penalties for him so far. Well, no, SAS is British, Icon is Austrian. So I was hoping for the Lando Max, as it made sense for the countries. Although right now, yes, it is Oscar with the hands as opposed to Lando. Big slip for SAS. That's cost him in his time. Oh, not quick enough here. He has got 1 lap to do it. This lap will have to be the lap for SAS. Icon says he can't get a lap together whilst going fastest with the 118.287.
I can shut the hell up.
SAS is looking to put it close. He's still going to need to find a little touch of pace through the rest of the lap, but he's on for it so far. Nice and poised there, heading to the Motul Bridge. Is he faster through Sector 2? It's all going to be down to this last sector here. Really giving it everything. Big kick from the M6. Just keeps it in line as he heads for the start-finish. Will he come through on top of that podium? No, he won't. It's a 118.810. He drops the time at the end, which is a shame for him. Those softs were looking a little bit tired towards the end. Great recovery on that spin for him, though, into the gravel. But it is Icon out on pole. SAS will start from second in the race. So, yes, guys, remember, pit cut-in penalties are on. Short cut-in penalties are on. Car collision penalties are on also. Remember your tyre strategies. We saw one person fall to that last time. It's the mediums and the softs is the strategy for tonight. So, without further ado, are we ready? Let's get it into the chat. Let's get some responses back from the lads in the game. SAS couldn't get a lap in either, but it's first and second for those two. Astral, I wonder where Astral's going to be coming out, because Astral likes this track as well. He's rather comfortable here. We're all looking ready. Panam, are you able to move me over? Is that too much to ask? Is that possible?
Huh?
Can you do that? Are we able?
Right now, no.
I'll do it.
No. Well, best of luck, everyone. Let's have a fantastic race then. 8 laps here at Road Atlanta. Let's get into it. So, Kian up on third, having now served his penalties. He's now fully fledged into the race. I wonder how the first couple of turns are going to go. It's a bit of a tricky section to navigate. Bit of a jump at the start from Pan Am, but the pack are away. Webby, lightning start in the Ferrari, puts himself up into fourth. Icon still running with the lead so far. SAS guards the inside line. Let's have a look down. How we doing? So far, we're all going through good. A few people running wide, one of which being Jolvo. Jolvo just coming back on now. What happened to Jolvo? Let's go back just ever so quickly. No, we just can't quite catch the start of it. It's a shame. But a little bit hectic, I think, for the group here. No one seems to be seriously penalised, so just some shortcuts for the grid. Icon still being heavily chased by SAS. Let's have a look then from the rear of Icon with SAS chasing him down. Bumper to bumper, that must be intimidating. Getting shunted from behind. Kian lurking away as well, just vulturing for a mistake. Also not looking to cut out the slipstream. He sticks with the back of Icon. He follows Icon's line in. SAS has made the move. It's now SAS to defend off Icon through the first corner. He keeps it secured. Icon now battling away with Kian. These top three are hungry for the win. Webby still occupying fourth, holding Astral out behind. JHS, Deluxe, ARPS, Luke, Matt, Jolvo, Panam, Blaze, and that 14. Hazard also now in the pits off the softs onto the mediums. I think Hazard could actually go from the rest of the race on the mediums now with the new tyre deck. Interesting strat choice. We'll see how it pans out. SAS, Icon goes round. The grid goes through, but for Icon just catching the edge of the circuit. It puts him down now into 10th. A disastrous 11th now as he settles in. A disastrous run for him. Kian, he's now up into second. Webby's on the podium. Astral, he's got trouble behind from JHS 13. Look at him, he's all over him there. Webby just a second out in front. We can see JHS popping himself, dancing the Ferrari in the mirrors of the RCF. Fastest lap, of course, on the table for everyone so far. Webby through the first chicane. SAS. He's got Kian behind. So far, the softs are looking alright. Lap 2 in. Still not much degradation. They could probably carry on going. A 1:18.7 is the pace. Can Kian match that? Not quite. 1:23.85, but second place still. Webby third place. 1:19.85. I'd say he's closing in on Kian rather fast now, actually. Kian runs really wide off turn 1. Finds himself just in front of Webby. Now really under pressure. Webby looks around the outside into the S's. Can't quite make it stick there. Looks now on the inside. Kian really having to stick on the defence here. Let's watch. Yes, using as much curb as he can. Webby really putting the burners on for him. Bit of weaving there, Kian. I think we'll stop that if we can. If anything, just costing yourself a bit of time there with the weaving, I'd say. Webby, though, goes around the outside of Kian. They go too wide up towards the motor bridge. Meanwhile, SAS now running away with the lead. Webby on the outside of Kian. Will he get the position onto the inside? I think so. It's looking good for Webby. Kian's going to have to go seriously late on the brakes into this chicane to make this stick. So far, it's Kian's. Kian makes the move happen. Keeps second place from Webby. Excellent defender from Kian, but Webby's not done on the attack. Webby goes on the inside again. Webby's now up into second. Can he make the move stick in front of Kian? Kian goes wide across the start-finish straight, and he's behind Webby. JHS 13 dangling away into play as well. Kian looks up the inside, but Webby shuts the door. No thank you from the back of the Ferrari. He starts to go now, 0.3 ahead. Kian now in the claws of JHS. He could have a bit of trouble. It's Ferrari sandwich for Kian, but a 0.5 penalty for Webby sees Kian back up in front. Kian through the S's of lap 4. He now puts himself back up in front as we head now into darkness at Road Atlanta. The 0.5 penalty of Webby. Disastrous at this point for his battle for Thor for second place. Really thought a silver was on the table for Webby. He was putting everything into it. I mean, he's still fighting for the position now, even with the penalty. JHS looking to take advantage of it, and he does so. He's side by side with third place. It's JHS will move on to the podium. Astral now just waiting in lieu for a mistake from any of the cars up ahead. The 0.5 penalty, I think, will go over for Astral as well. Astral will move up through the inside of Webby. Yes, he does. It's Astral now in fourth place. ARPS now closing in the Iron Broom M6 as well. On board, though, with the battle between second and third. We've got a bit of a wobble from JHS headed out of the final corner. Hazard's left and JLO's in. Welcome, JLO. Kian is starting to look secure in second place so far. 0.6 ahead of the rest of the grid. Now Webby into the pits. Yellow flag from up ahead. SAS is off. What's happened for SAS? But Kian is now in control of the race. He's gone off at turn 1. Caught the grass and straight into a barrier. That's a shame for SAS. Will get himself back running with a light bit of damage. But that is a big shame for SAS's podium. We're going to have to see what he can do for that. See if he can recover himself. But Kian so far on top of the grid, controlling the race. JHS in second place. Astral just lurking behind in third, and ARPS now staring at the back of a podium spot as well. SAS is 5 seconds out from the lead. So not too bad of a job to recover for that, and say he built himself enough of a gap to know that a mistake like that wasn't too damaging. But yeah, just dropped the ball, I think, there SAS a bit on that on the start of this lap. Kian, though, 1.5 seconds out in front so far. It's now Kian's race to command. Let's see what he does on his pit strategy. JHS and Astral, though, really close now. Let's have a look at the bonnet view of this. I think, yes, both dipping into the pits with this battle, so we'll see that continue on to lap 6. ARPS now takes provisional second place as the other two dip in. SAS now up into third. Kian 2.5 seconds out, though, still on the softs. No pits looking likely for Kian right now. I think he's saving that for the end, so I think 4 times degradation still isn't enough here for the lobby. We might have to look at another option here. ARPS, was that a bit of a slip? No, I think he made it through clean. The rest of the grid seem to now be pitting either onto the softs or from the softs. Seems to be an across-the-board decision. We'll see how the rest of the grid play out with it. So Luke on fresher softs than the rest, I think. Not a good race for Icon. Where is Icon currently? Icon is actually down in last place coming out of the pits. So yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what's happened to Icon, but not looking good for him at the moment. Of course, Icon started the race on pole, had a bit of a tricky first couple of laps, and it's now seen him down further. Seen him down further in the grid. He met Barry R at turn 1, unfortunately, but Kian still 3.5 seconds out from ARPS. He's still to pit though from the softs, and they now must be taking their toll. I'd imagine he is going to be thinking of a pit stop for the last lap. If it works out for him, then fair play. He's made those softs work. But, yeah, so far looking good at 119.433. Not the record of 118.620 for SAS. But he's looking consistent so far. No pit stop for SAS just yet, but he makes that happen now. ARPS, no pit stop up for him either. Astral just has a move made on him by Luke. Luke in the GTR moves up to 4th place through the chicane. In doing so, though, yeah, he's still on the inside. Astral lurking on the out, looking to take the position back. The door is shut for now, though, from the GTR, but Astral finds a way up the inside. Let's go on board, then. Yes, Astral. I was going to go on board. Oh, a bit of a nudge there from Astral. Sends Luke into the barriers. Luke rage quits the race. Although I do believe that we are going to have to come back and have a look at that. That will be lap 7 out of 8 Astral. Turn 1, actually, lap 7. Deluxe. Deluxe in the Jamrock M6. He's in 4th now. Another top 5 finish for the belt. Scored his 100th the other night, but he's not slowing down at all. Next in line for his 100th podium finish, I believe, is Panam. Panam now currently down in 8th. JHS with a little bit of pressure from behind in the form of Jolvo in the Red Dragon Racing RSR. Panam, though, with a 1 second penalty, which is a shame. Astral, I saw a bit of contact, mate. We're going to have to go back and have a look at it. But I do believe the contact may have sent you off. Kian messed up the race. Well, he's pitting now on the softs. Astral, I think, will take control of the race. Yes, he will. It's first position onto the final lap for Astral. ARPS and Kian, though, both on the way out of the pits. It's going to be a 3-car tussle now for the lead. Astral just bypasses Kian nicely as he comes past the pit exit. Kian, big slip out of the onto the S's. Kian backs out now and retires the car last lap. ARPS now in 2nd place. Deluxe in 3rd. Jolvo in 4th. Webby in 5th. Deluxe now on the podium, pitted soft to soft. Oh, okay, yeah, it didn't matter, so that's why he retired, because he pitted soft to soft, so he didn't do the strat and messed up. Fair enough. No, it's understandable, mate. It's understandable. Right, so anyway, RPS now in 2nd place, behind Astral in 1st, Deluxe in 3rd, Jolvo in 4th. Not too far behind the podiums at all, but Astral on the last lap now as he heads to the final chicane. Let's stay on board then with the new winner in the RDR lobby tonight. It's race 2. Oh, no, is this? Yeah, this is race 2, new winner. SAS was a winner of race 1. Now Icon winner of race 2. ARPS in second, Deluxe closely in third, Webby now approach to the line in 4th, Pan Am in 5th, SAS in 6th. Jolvo, what happened to Jolvo? Oh, what a shame on the last lap that he's gone round in such an awkward place. But it is actually Matt in 7th place, Jolvo in 8th. Close finish for those two. 9th for JHS, 10th for Icon, the 14 in 11th, and Blaze, last of the runners, to finish 12th. A fantastic race though for Astral. Well done, my man, on winning race 2 tonight. So before we do anything, let's get this shared for Steward Sliced. 20:05. Okay, there we go. Let's get that shared. So yes, how did we find that race, guys? Let us know. Luke and Astra, what happened there with the contact? I did see some, so we're gonna have to have a look back at it and just make sure. But yeah, it was looking good up until then. Pen for Keen for rage quitting. Well, yes and no. He retired the car just based on the fact that he ruined his strategy anyway, so it was due to come last regardless. So it just sort of didn't really matter on the last lap. Luke, however, Luke did rage quit, so I think that's a -5 points for Luke, unfortunately. Emra Mehmet, sup, I'm a friend of Pan Am and I want to join the lobby, please. If you could get in, then you can. It's an open lobby, mate. We don't reserve spaces for anyone. If there is an open space, I will call it for you. But welcome into the stream. Yes, so how did that race go for everyone? Let's have a look now at the results. Astral in first in the RCF, 1:19.490 was his best time. ARPS in second, Deluxe in third, and Webby in fourth. Pan Am 5th, SAS 6th, picking up the fastest lap with a 1:18.620. And say it's not often that out of the top 3 gets fastest lap. I think that's on the bingo card, is it not, JHS? Yeah, JHS has a little bingo card for the RDR lobbies.
This stream, we've had Icons win and podium streak break.
We've had SAS win, we've had Astral win. We've got 3 more races going. There's a lot going on here. But yes, so JHS 13, Icon, La Fortin, Blaze, Kian, Luke, and Hazard. But of course, there's also a 5-point deduction coming Luke's way, I think, for a rage quit. Although, so I don't know. Are we to rage quit because it was after contact with Astral? Should we wait and see if that gets deducted at the end after stewards?
Yeah.
A rage quit is a rage quit. That is true.
I had lag.
Astral had lag. You have lag. Should have left more space to go around the outside. Right, anyway, so Astral, congratulations on the win. Where would you like to race next?
The mountain in Australia. Mount Panorama.
Oh.
Strong choice for the lobby. We'll go 7 laps of this as well, due to the size. Remember, this is going to dip into darkness here. We're going to start this in late morning to give you guys as much time as we can on the circuit in the brightness. But yes, there will be some darkness in this race. Are we happy with the 4 times tyre rate, or do we feel that still needs to be adjusted? Because I still feel that it wasn't really too it wasn't too bad for the racers.
I mean, it was better.
Are you just happy with it as it is then? Should we leave it at 4 and not look to increase it, or?
I think
It's okay as it is.
it should be good.
The deck is good from JHS. I mean, that's me, Joel. It's up to you and Pan Am, really. How do you guys feel about it as well?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Right. Just waiting for the room to get set in now. There we go. Everyone is loaded in. So, 10 minutes qualifying as usual. Practice is your qualifying, gentlemen.
Okay, Jovo.
Mm-hmm.
I sent some pictures into, I think, Team Germany, the group chat.
Uh-huh.
Wait, did I actually? Yes, I did.
SMSC, if he could choose, he'd have it off. We'll save that for the sprints. Slice says Deg should increase to make people suffer.
Make it 50x.
50 times degradation.
Yes.
Having to pit after the first corner.
Yes. Joe will spectate me.
Are there any new liveries? Right, so there's a space in the lobby that 14 has left, so Panam, your buddy's welcome in if he can get a space.
Huh?
Space has gone. Remember, guys, though, smash the like button on the stream for us. How many likes have we got?
Yo, that's my bruh. That's my guy. In the lobby now.
15? 15, I think.
15 likes. Let's aim for 20 likes tonight, guys.
My guy.
There we are. Mehmet's in.
Watch out,
Welcome in.
He's the fastest, so that's a lot. Jovo, you'll see this driving, the driving flag.
I don't.
I'll wait for you.
Where are you?
Skyline.
So then, well, we're getting underway with the qualifying. Let's go over the scoreboard so far.
And my controller died.
What's 20 PR? Pending review. Astral could be looking at point deduction potentially for any incidents there. But Astral on point currently with 34 points in total. SAS in second with the fastest lap under his belt as well with 31. ARPS not far behind with 30. Webby and Deluxe tied with 24. Wow. Icon with 20. Panam with 18. Luke with 12. Jolva with 10. JHS 13 with 6. And then, well, Matt with 8 and then JHS with 6.
The driving Germany.
But yes, that's how it stands. So pending review, Sliced, because of an incident with Luke. So Astral couldn't see any contact due to lag, but Luke definitely found some and chewed the barrier. I think it was lap 7.
Oh well.
Oh well.
I mean, yeah, it meant a podium for Astral, so he wasn't too bothered, but yes, pending review on that one. So Astral now sporting a different 16 lab racing RCF for the Mountain, having won the last race. ARPS still in the Mountain Brew M6, JLO in the British-inspired RSR. Blaze still in the Lone Star RSR, Matt still loyal to his M6. Panam now in, what's this, a DHL, is this a crossover livery, Panam?
It's a Germany flag.
Oh, it's a Germany flag, so he's for his nation's livery.
Gateways.
JHS is in a gorgeous liveried Alpha. Actually holding Jolvo up in the H&R RSR. Icon still in the distinct M6. Luke's still loyal to the GTR. And, Zayton in the Dodge Viper. So nice to see some variety here. The Jamrock M6 for Deluxe. Webby's still loyal to his Ferrari. Who else did we have? Kian. What's Kian? And Kian's in the CCR M6. Sorry, Viper, no spaces can be called. It is first come, first serve tonight, bud. Just stay watching along with us, and when a space is free, I will call it, and see if you can snap it up then.
I'd probably have to go after this one.
There we are. Well, there's potentially a space coming up after this one, but let's see how the times fare then, as we now have our times. 2:03.906 so far for SAS. Astral very close behind with a 2:03.923. ARPS now approaching the line. JLO in tow. We still have the likes of Icon out on track, who he recently had his seven straight victories in the lobbies that he attended. He had that record smashed. ARPS goes third, JLO fourth. Blaze won't be competitive with that time. Now let's stay on board with Panam then in his RSR. What's he going to do here? This is the problem with practice qualifying, see?
Oh, come on.
How is Panam looking? Around Murray's Bend. He heads for the line. Puts him third fastest.
my god.
204. 204.61. That puts him third fastest. Astral 203.923, and then a 203.906 for the cars up in front. So who else is going to be approaching the line now? Jovo is on an outlap, as is Kian, Luke, Matt, JHS, and Icon now as well. Jovo though will be first to start this new lap. These two new M6s don't do anything. I don't know why. What do you mean new M6s? Have there been a new M6? Have I missed
I think he's
something?
talking about
Fastest lap so far for Jovo. He goes purple first sector.
Doesn't mean much. Yeah. That's a
Okay,
ball.
okay.
Anyway.
Now it doesn't mean much, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Kian also. Oh no, fastest lap for Kian. JHS 2-second penalty. Yeah, there's no point in saying there. Icon, where is Icon? Oh, he's
Not existent.
Icon's now coming out of the pits again. I think he's just changed up and gone for, yeah, he's in an RCF now. Oh, new ones. Okay, I'm with you. Okay, so he's giving the RCF a go. See how that fares for him. How's Kian looking then?
Low as always.
Slight lift through Skyline for him. Still looking competitive so far though.
He's lifting through
All
there.
touch there.
you have to lift the skyline to get the corner right. For the first part, no. For the second part, yes.
Yeah. And so it was a nice casual little lift. It wasn't too much. Still committing very much through to the corner, but yeah, he just clipped the wall, so I think it's going to cost him his time. How's Astral looking in second? He's on an outlap, as is SAS. ARPS just behind Icon. Icon has a penalty above his head. ARPS having to back out of Skyline. He'll pick up a penalty now as well. Yeah, he's into the wall. 2-second penalty for ARPS for shortcutting. That is a shame. How's JLO looking? Softs are looking chewed right now. I'm not going to lie. He's going to have to think about going for a new set of those if he wants to stay competitive, I think, on the lap. I mean, after the wall contact, I think I'd definitely be thinking about a new set of tyres. Icon's still yet to set a time then. Icon allows ARPS and JLO through. I think he's now setting himself up to go for the fastest lap. So across the line for Icon then as he heads into Hell's Corner. Let's see how he finds this RCF. No time so far on the first sector. It's certainly not shouting about purple, but we shall see through the mountain now. It's looking great for the Austrian driver so far. Bit of a slip there through...
Final lap in 5 seconds.
Thank you for reminding me of that. There we are then, final lap. It won't necessarily be Icons as we started it. The final lap was called about a third of the way through, so we'll see just how his time fares. Of course, this is his first and only time attempt So I don't know if we're going to see him at the top of the grid. We'll have to see come the start-finish line. But definitely worth staying on board for to see what he can do for the top time. Mount Panorama is very much a love or hate track. Personally, I do love it, although I'm never, I can never get it right. Can never get the lap together in the right places. But what's this ARPS? 2 tracks in a row, please. Something blocking, if so, I'm guessing. ARPS is ready. Martin SF Bathurst. I actually wasn't too bad for certain parts of it. It's the last time I actually joined in with the racing lobby, I think, as well, wasn't it? I'll be joining in the NASCAR, though, on Thursday. So, Icon does actually go second, 1:27. That's not the time, 2:03.709 is the time. Astral is purple. Let's jump on board with Astral. Let's see what he can do. I think there have been a few problems with people trying to get laps in and not being able to due to traffic, but looking at it right now, everyone seems to be okay. If not, they're in the pits.
I guess I'm not purple. I'm not purple anymore, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I saw you were blocked then. Through our Forest Elbow, there we are. That is qualifying finish then. So best of luck now for everyone going into race 3 of the evening. We've got 7 laps in here at Bathurst, so let's get into it. Best of luck to all of the races tonight. Remember though to smash the like button on the stream, and if you haven't done so already, jump into our Discord, which is pinned in the top of the chat. And if you haven't done so already, smash that sub button there on the channel as well. It's free to do so, and you'll be involved with whenever we go live. Our schedules are already posted on the YouTube, though, for feel free to jump on over there and have a look. What was that, Panna? Never mind, he's gone. Anyway, right, let's get into it then. 7 laps at Bathurst. Yes, JHS? I was purple in the mountain. Well, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry. I mean, where's JHS now? I should have the race display on, that will tell me. Oh, he's 15th. Oh, no. Well, best of luck for you, bud. The lights are out. Icon with the battle launch in the RCF. We head up to the first corner. Luke with the lightning start. He moves up to 4th. Icon goes wide. That must be a controller issue. The rest of the grid makes it through Hell's Corner cleanly. My wheel, no, I thought it was Icon. It's all over before it's began for Icon. JHS, though, he's up 1 place so far. Only, of course, losing it through Icon. SAS, though, will take the group through Quarry Corner. A bit of pushing and shoving for a few people here. So far, though, it's looking good. Everyone's made it through. It's going to be very tight now up the mountain. Look at that. The stream of cars heading up this mountain section for the first time here. It'd be great to see them all this close if we did descend into darkness with it like this. It's all good, Icon. Just take this one as a little bit of a breather then. You've got to sort your wheel out anyway, so, you know, just sort of chillax. Get yourself settled back in for the next couple of races. So then, it's looking likely to stay on board with Panam. JLO there hits the wall in the Subaru. Panam just manages to escape. ARPS in sights with Webby battling up ahead through Forest Elbow. Webby now defending in that Magnum Marelli Ferrari. Let's watch a bit of this action then. On board with ARPS is Iron Brew. What's called ARPS is Iron Brew M6. Onto the inside goes ARPS. He nudges. Oh, where is he? Where is he? Where's Webby gone? I just saw him. There he is. Webby's in 6th. ARPS is now behind, having given the space back. Thank you for doing so. Panam, though, he looks at the inside. Panam takes the position and moves through into 6th. Phenomenal move for Panam. Let's just have a quick watch back of that. I just missed a BA slap up the inside. The top 3, though, currently looks as follows. SAS in 1st, Astral in 2nd, Luke in 3rd with Kian pressuring behind him 4th. Deluxe in 5th place in the Citroen. Bit of a gap in front and behind until Panam in 6th place, who's being pressured by Webby. That wasn't the view I was aiming for. There we go. Thank you. ARPS looking to pull a move on Webby as well. Backing out of it, though, to avoid the contact. Smart move, ARPS. Matt looking away now into the distance as well. So let's stay with this one then. Let's jump on with Kian through the mountain. Full commitment from Kian. Little kiss of the wall there through turn 9. Might have even been turn 8. Carefully guiding that M6 through. Just delicate movements, just not to unsettle it too much and stay competitive with that GTR of Luke. Of course, Luke really starting to build a name for himself in the RDR lobbies. Fantastic driver indeed, and he's very competent when it comes to racecraft. He's seen himself have a fair few top finishes now, including a few wins. Kian finds himself off into the grass, not too sure why. Recovers it nice enough, but Luke now just a second, or just over a second ahead now. Not too sure what happened there for Kian, but a little bit of a moment that he's recovered from, I'm sure. Yeah, everyone seems to now be spreading out a little bit. Webby, he's behind ARPS now. ARPS made the move once again. Hopefully this time it was cleanly. Had Dentist today as well. Oh, that sucks, Icon. No one likes the Dentist, but Webby from lap 2, he's in on the softs. He's going to go to the mediums to the end. Deluxe doing the same. As is Luke, actually. They're all going for the early ones, so it changes around a bit. Kian now moves up onto the 3rd place. Podium, Cal Panam now up into 4th. ARPS in 5th. Matt 6th, JLO 7th. Zeton in 8th. JHS now up into 9th in the Alpha. Bit of trouble from behind with Blaze. Luke on the way out of the pits as well. He'll join in that battle, I'm sure. I do apologise to JHS, though, and say he was purple when the lobby started. I should have taken the consideration and at least watched his lap out. If I'd have known that, then I wouldn't have started it just yet. I would let you finish a lap. But I do hope that he can have a decent recovery drive here. He looks to put a move up the inside of Blaze. Blaze goes wide into turn 1, and the position is JHS is to take. He moves up into 9th. So then, Astral's actually not too far from SAS. SAS isn't running with this one. Just under 2 seconds splits 1st and 2nd place. And then 2.5 seconds out is Kian as he just approaches Skyline Corner now. Looking to go better by nearly a second on his previous time. Panam just coming through Skyline as well. He's not too far out. Bit of a gap between himself and ARPS in 5th. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be contending with the podium spots just well. Good evening, Junior. How are we? You're just joining us on race 3 of the evening. We've just seen there now Matt's had a bit of contact with the wall. JLO in the Subaru moves his way around. Zetenbro also now just firing away in his Porsche. He changed last minute. He was in a Viper. Luke in his GTR. He's in 9th. He's already pitted. JHS, he's yet to pit, but he started from the back of the grid. So he's just slowly working his way up. Well, Luke must have gotten round the pair at some point, actually, because I did see Luke come out in front. SAS, though, 1.2 seconds ahead of Astral in command of the race so far. No pit stops for the top 2 as we head into lap 4 here at Bathurst. Kian, also no pit stops for him in 3rd. Panam in 4th, same goes. Racing softs, ARPS also on the softs. Top 5 then, no pits. JLO now just coming into the pits in the 6th. Matt will assume that position. Now, there we are, as these 3 move up. Luke starting to look competitive now as well on the softs. So will Deluxe come out ahead of JLO? Yes, he will. Will Webby? Oh, I think it might actually be tight. I think we'll see him just spawning now. No, Okay, so they're staying in the pits for some time then. Now JLO's on the way out. There we go. He assumes 11th position. Webby now within the points. Of course, remember these top runners are still yet to pit. Who is the first one to have pitted? I think it might actually now be Luke, who's the first one to have pitted. Close battle going on here. Let's jump on board then with Luke, as he pushes Zeitenbro in the RSR. What's your matter? What's your matter? Uchiki. Uchiki. Yes, you are. Bubba Dragon there asking to have a quick conversation with me. I think she still wanted to continue, but there is some racing going on, so it will have to wait for just a moment. As cute and as gorgeous as she is, it must pause for just a moment. Luke, he's up into 6th. He'd made the moves around ARPS in 5th. Let's have a look how the leadership is now. 0.6 between them. Astral, though. Astral with only, well, no choice but to go for an undercut. He's on the mediums, actually. He's going to go over to the softs. SAS still yet to pit off the softs. Yeah, that's going to cost him, I think, when it comes around to his turn to pit. Kian assumes 2nd place, having not pitted either. Panam also in off the softs over to the mediums. ARPS will move up onto the podium spots just for a second. I don't know. It depends what. No, yeah, he will. He's not going to come out in front of. He's not going to come out in front of Astral here. Astral is on the way out. However, he will just join in behind, so we'll potentially see a battle for these two. 4 seconds though, splits 1st and 2nd place. Panam comes out just ahead of Luke, but I think with the momentum, Luke will make it round Panam by the time we get to Quarry Corner. Let's jump on board with the bonnet view. Let's see, is he gaining? I mean, Panam's Porsche has picked up pace rather nicely. I think he might even be within a chance of defending it off, even with Luke here on a purple lap. Bit of a slip from Luke there. Gathers it nice enough, though. Panam's still in control of the battle here in 5th. Wider line for Panam. I think slightly more defensive to protect that inside line for this corner here. Although Luke now right on him. Credit card width splits the pair now through. I'm not exactly. I need to remember them or through the names here, but yes, there we are. Onto Skyline. I know this one. Still really close, and say a lot of pressure for Panam right now, but of course he's on the softs, or he's on the medium. Sorry, Luke is on the softs, but they are worn now. The fresher mediums providing Panam with a fair bit of an advantage, I'd say, through the through Forest Elbow now. Still half a second between the pair, though. Still looking good. When are we going to be seeing a pit then from SAS? Those softs are looking battered now, but still he continues on. It'll be a last lap job for SAS, I'd imagine. Same goes then for Kian, who's currently 2nd place. Astral, he's now got a bit of problem from ARPS in the M6. JLO needs to go, no worries. What happened, Luke? Next track's going to be Red Bull Ring if SAS wins, maybe Nerdwall. We'll have to see if he wins. It's not over yet. There's still a few more laps in it as we head on to now the penultimate lap. Kian is off the softs now. SAS. Is he purple? I think SAS might be purple. However, he's got 17 seconds splitting himself and Astral. Astral has pitted, though. ARPS, I think, is ARPS also pitted? No, ARPS has not pitted. Panam has, though, so Panam will move himself up. Luke just sneaks up the inside of Panam there, though, as we're on board with him. That he caught even me off guard. It's now Luke's turn to take the defensive line. Panam looks around the out. Can't find a way there. Tucks back in. Luke's indicating. Just showing him where he's going to cover him off there. Delox is starting to look a bit competitive for this this bout as well. He's seen the fight going up ahead, and he wants to go too towards the end of the lap. 2 positions potentially on the table for him if he plays his cards right. ARPS, though, up in third, having a little touch of a moment, but managing to gather it. But it's looking like Astral will, yes, and say, well, SAS still does need 2 pits. He'll be doing so now from the softs. Here he goes then into the pits. That could even be a pit lane cut and penalty there. We saw the front tyres over, but he makes it through cleanly for the rest. Now it is just down to whether Astral can make it around the final sector, across the line and up onto the straight before SAS can finish his pit stop. Can it be done here? There was only a 16 or 16 second gap between the pair. SAS now arriving at his pit box. Astral comes past. Astral does resume control of the race now. Or does take control of the race now. Just ahead of SAS. SAS now a second down and on the mediums. Astral on rather fresh softs considering. He takes the lead into the final lap. It's now down to SAS to chase him for it. Luke in third's got Pan Am just a second away. D-Lox still 1.5 seconds back on this battle as well. Zeitenbro in 7th position. Webby in 8th. Kian in 9th. Haven't gone really wide there. I'm not too sure what's happened. That may be a controller issue for Kian. That's unusual. Jolvo there just approaching the yellow flag in 10th. ARPS with a 3-second penalty for the pit line. That is a shame for him. That will set him down below Jolvo. Pan Am though, 1.1 out on Luke. Not looking likely for him. SAS is nearly 3 seconds out now on Astral, which means it is looking likely for an Astral double podium tonight. He won last race and picked the mountain. He's won it here with his special livery 16 lap race in RCF. Well, I'm saying this prematurely, but with 3 seconds between himself and SAS and the formidable consistency that Astral has shown tonight, I'd like to say that it is definitely his to win now. He takes Forest Elbow for the last time and onto the Conrod straight. SAS in tow, just 3 seconds out. No penalties above the heads of either. It is Astral's then to take it on to the chase. No nighttime change here either, as we started it in the early morning. I was expecting it to dip into nighttime, but I'm pleasantly surprised with the full daytime race. I think having a half nighttime race for all of the tracks tonight would be a bit of a disappointment. But either way, it is Astral who approaches the line now in first place around Murray's Corner for the final time. 7 laps completed then at Bathurst, and it is Astral in the RCF who takes the checkered flag in first place. SAS in second place. He takes silver. Luke now approaching the line for the last time. He's got Pan Am in tow, but it is Luke who steps onto the podium and takes that final spot. Pan Am closely behind him 4th. D-Lox following in 5th. Another top 5 finish for D-Lox. Zeitenbro, fair play. What a fantastic debut to the RDR lobbies. Gaining himself a 6th position. Fighting off Webby for the remaining lap. Webby finishing 7th. Oh no, Zeitenbro didn't pit, so Webby 6th. Zeitenbro, that is a shame. Jolvo will take 7th place. ARPS will move up into 8th. There we go. And Blaze will now take 9th. JHS 13 will then take 10th. There we are. There's Blaze into 9th. JHS 13 now approaching. He takes 10th place. Matt, he takes 11th. Just dropping out of the points there. And then Kian, having got himself back running. If he keeps his foot down, he won't come last. And he will be 12th place. JHS did a Yuki Tsunoda. I've never wanted to DNF more. Worst race ever for JHS. Although you did score a point, you did get on the points there. So nice recovery. 13th place though for Kian. No, it will move up into 12th. It is 13th for Zeitenbro. But yes, all races that were running though did manage to finish. So that's always a good feat. Again, let's just save this. Was this round 3? This was round 3, wasn't it? It was. So let's just save this and share it for Sliced. Round 3, 20:05. There we go. Okay, let's go. So there we are. Just while that is saving, guys, Casper is just updating the leaderboards now as we speak. So last to 10th, points recovery. I mean, yeah, you did recover the points, so it's not too bad, considering you were 15th out in qualifying as well. But yes, Astral, congratulations on your second win tonight. Where would you like us to race next? Choice is all yours, sir. Unknown Rossosaur wants to be your friend. There we are, sir. Remember, guys, if you're new here, smash that sub button, and of course, smash like on the stream for us. Let's get some love in the stream, gentlemen. And ladies, of course. There we go, that's shed. Right, okay, so next, let's get the scoreboard. So, Astral, first place, plus taking fastest lap. A clean sweep for Astral. A 2:03.891 was his fastest time. SAS in second place. Luke in third. Panam in fourth. And Deluxe in fifth. Webby in sixth. Jolvo in seventh. And ARPS in eighth. Blaze in ninth. And JHS in 10th to finish out the points finishers. Matt came 11th. And Kian then 12th. Zayton Bro 13th, and then Icon 14th with JLO 15th. Icon and JLO both disconnected. Icon's was, of course, due to his wheel running, and JLO's, he just had to disappear. Right, anyway, so yes, in fact, bear with me, guys, just 2 seconds. I'll just mute my mic for you guys.
Joe, I'm gonna upload delivery for you.
Which one?
The one I raced for that pass last. I'm also upload Sammy's version.
Fuji or Daytona?
We can go to America.
We already gone to America. We gone to Australia. Wait, so yeah.
Interlagos.
True.
We gone to Europe. We gone to America, and we just went to Australia.
Oh, I've just noticed. Langham has joined the lobby. What has Langham got to serve? Welcome in, Langham, but yes, you have got a penalty to serve.
Is it a...
Yeah, I believe he took my spot, by the way, in the lobby, because I had to leave now.
It was a... What is it?
Penalties. Langham has to serve...
Back of grid now.
Yes, back of grid penalty for Langham. Back of grid penalty for Langham. Thank you. Yes, back of grid.
You know what? Let's do Suzuka. We haven't done Suzuka in a while.
Suzuka.
I want the race
Suzuka.
track.
What settings would you like? So would you like it wet? Would you like to let
No,
me? Would you like the?
not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Fair enough. It's your choice. It's your choice. I'm not going to take it off you. Fair enough. Just I'm going to give it to you, but I'm not going to take it off you. Where are we looking? Suzuka. Yeah, was there anywhere or anything that needed looking at in that race that you guys would like us to have a look?
Scroll all the way to the bottom, and it's going to be to the right.
Aha, yes it is, thank you. Under Daytona. No it isn't, Daytona's towards the top, isn't it? 7 laps once again of Suzuka. Tyre Deg, are we still happy with Tyre Deg?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's Suzuka.
Okay.
But I'd say...
Space in the lobby, SAS has backed out. But yes, scoreboard is done, so let's get the scoreboard done quickly. So as we stand for race 3, Astral still on top with 54 points now. Thank you, my love. SAS in second with 49, but he has now just left, so I think that will keep him there with 49 points. We'll see, though, how he stands at the end of the evening, having only raced 3 races, so it'll still be an impressive finish, I'm sure. Deluxe in third with 36 points, Webby in fourth with 34, Panam with 32 points, ARPS with 30, Luke with 28, 20 points for Icon include, and DNF, which is still pretty impressive. 18 points for Jolvo, 8 for Matt and JHS, Blaze on 4, and then Zayton and Kian on 0 points. JLO had to disappear as well. There we are, so PR pending review and RQ is Rage Quit, just for everyone wondering at the bottom. So, 10 minutes qualifying. As usual, let's let everyone know that practice is your qualifying 10 mins. I need to...
Bye, chat.
There we go. Why is Pan out? Oh, is Pan out? Oh, he's got to go, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah.
It will not let me join.
Chicken joss.
Oh, there we go. There's now a space Viper. Try and jump in now.
There's a few spaces.
They said the most.
Oh, there's a few spaces. Yeah, try and join.
Most wins on stream now. Hooray.
For third favourite track for Icon, but he's had to go. So he'll probably join later on. Well, and say we've only got this is now race 4. We've got one race after this, and then we're over for the evening and done for the stewards. Is that true?
Uh oh.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we only-
Oh, Kian's
yeah,
backed
I
out
think
now.
so.
Kian, where have you gone?
He can't be arsed.
Well, we don't know until he says it, but probably.
And I got the next livery.
Oh yes, JHS has queued, or not JHS, sorry, Jehovah's queued the next livery. Nice to see the E92 GT3 out though from Langham. Ooh, the block-inspired monster livery RSR.
Yep.
I'm not going to say it's one of my favourites that you've pulled out tonight.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not too
ratio-
keen on monster liveries in general when they're the green and black. I don't know. I just don't really think the colours go myself. But I'm also colourblind to green, which doesn't help.
It's
For
not
me.
my favorite either. The wheel chose it.
Oh, AJT times 2. Are we aware who AJT are?
No.
JHS thinking for the BRZ for this evening. Yeah, Langham has Langham been told that he can't set a time. Gorgeous livery though, by the way. But fantastic. Oh, someone's back was there. But anyway, the times are now beginning to roll in. Astral will be the first to put or give us a time to go for. Of course, Astral is the 2-time winner for tonight. Currently on top of the championship. Could be looking at a points deduction. However, I think even with a points deduction at this moment, he'd still be on top. It'd be handy if Slice was actually available to have a look through the clips considering I shared them. But
I don't know, because I got lag on my screen. Luke had my lag on his screen. I don't know, it's hard to tell.
this is the problem. See, is we can't always just find a fault. Oh, Viper has connection issues. That's a shame. But I think there is still a lobby space for you. Not entirely sure.
I mean, I am willing to take responsibility for the incident, but still, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I mean, I think it would only be a 3 to 5 point deduction anyway. And if I'm honest, it didn't look like a 5-point deduction incident. It was just a shame that it did ruin Luke's race as a as a consequence from it.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'd say there's a little bit of time for it. We've got, well, just over half of the qualifying session left. Ooh, Troyer's back in. Troyer this time in the Haribo Gummy Bears RCF.
Oh.
Running wide first corner. He is. Not a fantastic way to jump on board with him.
Can't park there.
ARPS in the Iron Brew M6 now attempting first corner and also cocks it. Zeton Bro, I wonder if he's going to pit this time. Astral, do you think this next lap's going to be an impressive one?
Better be.
Yeah, you better hope it is. We've got a 2:02 on the clock so far from Troyer.
Oh yeah, I can beat What's the lap record in Suzuka? It's like a 158 for the new update, right?
I'm gonna have a look in a sec. If I come out of grids, please move.
Tell you what I'd like to do as well, Jovo, if we could. I'd love to be able to figure out... Have you noticed there's a bit of a texture bug on the bonnet? Oh, I guess in a sense it's the reflection off the windscreen, isn't it? It's just very patchy. Oh, there you are. Viper's managed to connect. Blazers left. But I'd love to be able to... I'd love to be able to come up with like almost like a rating system that goes off the scoreboard. It's like they're like an out of 10 rated driver in the RDR lobbies. That'd be cool. I'm too laggy, so I left, but have a good day. No worries, Blaze. Nice to have had you on board anyway, bud. We have got some newcomers, so I'm just going to let them know.
There's nothing else to do.
Purple. Not by a lot though.
Well, we'll stay on board with the purple lap anyway. Troyer's 202 still remains undefeated with 2.5 minutes left in the qualifying. Do you need any names for the list now, or we all okay? Ah.
Lap record post update is a 159.7.
159.7 is the lap record for RDR lobbies here. Can someone beat that for qualifying today? Is that race or qualifying?
Race. I don't track the qualifying.
Well, that's the race. That's the race record anyway. If someone's got it in qualifying, they've got it in race. How's this lap looking, Astral?
Nice spoon corner.
Luke's on top so far, 201.581.
Yeah, not unless. Okay.
Behind the scenes. It's a 201.791, puts him second place so far. Just this lap then, potentially. I mean, well, you know, there'll be another lap afterwards. We're going to go to 12 minutes on the practice timer. Of course, after 10 minutes, it'll be your final lap. Viper, if you're running slow, I'd please advise if you could jump out of the way and just allow the room for everyone else on qualifying. How does Luke stand with his time then as he approaches double spoon?
Tire wear. Oh my god, the tire wear is actually terrible. I forgot. I forgot.
He's not looking positive for his time so far, Luke. Gotta go. I just fall asleep while driving. That's not good, Zayton. I definitely suggest that you take a break, mate. But thanks for coming in board anyway, bud. Does mean there'll be a space in the lobby, and if you get in really quickly, you can get yourself a space for the race. There we go. Final lap now, guys.
Faster with this tire wear.
Ooh. Player 24 in the Ferrari goes third at 201.875, placing him just 800th behind Astral's time. 2:02.6 on the clock for ARPS. What can he do with this lap? Is he faster? Double spoon now. Oh no, ARPS has cooked it. That's him done. So, AJT, let's have a look on board with AJT then, in the Hello Kitty Ferrari. Thank you for the sub, whoever that was. Muchos apreciations. You're a gangster. Yeah, I'd say most people are on their out laps. Do we allow one lap after the out lap?
Up to you.
I don't know, see, because that's going to push it then more towards like 15 minutes.
That's true.
I would see if everyone's ready and then go.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I think I'll head back out now and I'll see if everyone is ready. ARPS and D-Locks already hitting the R's.
1 sec.
So just a reminder, guys, as we're getting ready to go now, this is how the this is how the standings are currently. Astral is pending review on race 2 due to an incident with Luke, but again, it's laggy, so it's hard to tell. However, I think it'll still put him clear by 2 points. SAS with 49 points in second place has now left, so he won't be taking part any further. It's looking good for Astral so far. Astral is yet to win a Tuesday Group 3 now. I think everyone's ready though. I think a lot of people are ready. Okay. Seven laps coming up then, or 7 laps, sorry, coming up of Suzuka. It appears we're all ready. So remember, guys, pit strategies are on, softs and mediums. Let's get ourselves underway then for the 7 laps in Japan. Who will come out on top in Suzuka? Let's find out. So then the races lined up. Luke and Astral on first and second place. The newcomer, player 24, he's in third. Be interesting to see how his debut here goes. 18 likes, let's get that up, guys. Come on, let's aim for 20 likes here on the stream. They're away at Suzuka. Luke leads the pack first into turn 1. Player 24 assumes second place. Looks up the inside of Luke. Doesn't make it happen. ARPS runs himself wide. ARPS goes round. Everyone else runs through. Viper then in last place in the M6. ARPS, sorry, in last place. Okay, so D-Locks, that'll be a turn 1 incident review then. Let's jump on board with 4th place then as he chases Webby in 3rd. Player 24 in 2nd place, already putting a bit of challenge onto Luke. So that's going to be an interesting outcome. Let's see if player 24 can convert this into something more than just a 2nd place. Could he even potentially win on his debut in the RDR lobbies? Webby in 3rd in the Ferrari, chasing nicely. Troyer, he's close behind. D-Locks in 5th. Whole pack there, look, cruising through all the way down to 11th position of Langham, who started at the back. 0.5 penalties for Langham and Matt. ARPS in 12th and Viper in 13th now. The battle very much is on, though, between 2nd and 1st place. Pardon me. Webby, he gets really close. Look at that. Webby right on him. This 4th of Italia does sound gorgeous. Let's get a bit more of that. Gorgeous sounding Ferrari. The battle is on now for second, though, as first in the form of Luke starts to tear. He is 1.5 seconds out now from third place, about second out from second. Troyer puts the move on the outside of Webby. He goes for the podium position. They go side by side now into the first corner. Webby guarding the inside line in the Magnum Marinelli Ferrari. He holds it. D-Locks in the GTR. JHS 13 finds the off track. AJT also going wide but holding himself back on. JHS 13 now just slotting himself into 12th behind Langham. Langham, of course, in the JCB E92 M3. Matt in the M6. He's in 10th. Of course, those two serve penalties. ARPS looking to try and find a way around AJT, but cannot do so. ARPS, he finds the gravel instead. He goes off. AJT now in 8th. Jolvo, he's in 7th. Astral's in 6th, a second behind D-Locks. D-Locks is sticking with this front pack that are battling for second place. Second place of player 24. He's still just 1 second out from first place of Luke. Luke, he's been in first for pretty much the entire of this race, actually. No, he has held the race, sorry, for the entire of it. We'll see how that goes. See if he can go for a clean sweep with the fastest lap as well. Webby, second out from second place as well in third. He's got Troyer closely behind. Troyer is really putting the burners on this race, and say it's a fantastic performance for Troyer. He's really come out swinging this lobby. Not saying that Troyer never is performing at the top, because he is. He is one of the faster drivers. It's just, to see him so aggressive and so passionate in the race so far, it's just fantastic to see. He's still hunting Webby down half a second out. He's put a second between himself and the GTR D-Locks, though. Astral's in 6th. How does someone join this lobby? You wait for a spot to open up. It's open lobby, so no spots are reserved. Sliced, if you could start maybe having a look back at an incident, Roadway Atlanta specifically, turn 1, lap 7 with Astral and Luke. That's sort of pending decision then on how many points Astral loses if you decide so. Now I want to race. Oh, well, fantastic. Unless a spot comes up, my man, I've not got any answer for you. Astral looks to make a move on Troyer. I think, is that a little bit more contact between the pair? It looks certainly like there is contact, doesn't there? Let's have another look back at that. It's hard to see from that angle. It looks like it's close. It looks like it's close. We're going to have to try and remind you all to keep it nice and clean out there if you can, fellas. Luckily, Troy didn't lose too much time. He's only a second and a half now out behind Astral. Webby's got a 0.5 penalty, though, up into third place. That will definitely drop him out of the running for second. Luke, he's still just about a second and a half ahead of player 24. No easy going race for Luke so far. He can't rest up. Slight mistake, and player 24 is going to be all over him, I can imagine, in that Ferrari. Webby in his Ferrari, he's doing quite well as well, and say he's loyal to that. He's loyal to that 458, but it's definitely also turned around some results in the lobbies. Jolva with a 0.5 penalty in the Hoonigan Porsche. AJT just behind. Or I'm Janik, sorry. I'm Janik. I think I'm saying that. I'm Janik, yeah. I'm Janik in 7th place. Langham in 8th, having served the back of the grid penalty this race. ARPS now in 9th. JHS in 10th. Matt in 11th out of the points. D-Locks in 12th and Viper in 13th. I think D-Locks, though, did pit. Luke's still yet to pit off the softs. He takes us now on to what is going to be lap 4 of Suzuka, stepping over the halfway mark. No pit move for Luke. He stays out. Player 24 doesn't look to pit either. Webby and Astral now tussling away. Webby cuts for the pits. Webby's the first one in from the top runners to pit then. Troyer will then assume 4th position behind Astral. Fair distance between the pair as well, 2.5 seconds. Jolva moves up to 5th. Langham into the pits as well. Player 24 has just dropped off Luke now, 2.5 seconds. So Luke's consistency really starting to play a part in this. Astral up into 3rd, though, of course, having the pit stops come into play now. We'll have a look back through at a select few incidents We'll try and do maybe 2 incidents from each race in the stewards. Our player 24 is left. There must be a connection issue, but that means that second place is now Astral's. He's been gifted the silver podium. Troyer now steps up onto the 3rd shelf as well. Amajanic, yeah, he's in 4th. ARPS in 5th. Jovo in 6th. Matt in 7th. Deluxe in 8th. Webby in 9th. I'll look at any other incidents after. Okay. But yeah, we'll sort of try and pick some. Langham with a 3.5 second penalty, which is a shame for him. He's in 10th. JHS, though, he's 4.5 seconds out. He may actually pick back up with Langham now after the penalty line. We'll have to see, as long as Langham can keep it clean, and JHS doesn't pick up any penalties himself. But he's been clean on his outlap so far. As anyone else fresh from the pits at the top? No, they're not. Luke, 7.5 seconds gap then down to Astral in 2nd place. Troyer, 3.5 seconds back in 3rd, 11 seconds off the pace of Luke. I'm Janik, he's 15 seconds off the pace, and I think he's actually starting to catch. He's starting to catch up to Troyer, though. You just see Troyer ahead in the distance. Slice jumping in as well now for race 5, which will be the final race after this one. Astral now into the pits off the mediums in 2nd place. He will go to the hard or to the softer tyre. Ooh, Amjanik into the pits from 4th as well, but he may have also picked up a cut penalty there. Luke still yet to pit out in 1st. Slice is left. Why? Got to add livery. Okay. Matthew 2nd place and Deluxe 3rd. Webby 4th. Deluxe has Deluxe already pitted. I mean, there's a 10 second gap there on lap 2. He may have. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see. Tomb Runner 2. Welcome in. Stream has Spectator commentary. Should probably add the stream then afterwards. There we go. Right, so Luke still 24 seconds out clear now. He may have even pulled himself a perfect pit gap. What a fantastic race Luke has had so far. Matt in 2nd place in the M6. I mean, yes, okay, he hasn't pitted yet, but to be running basically in top of those that haven't pitted bar Luke, that's not a bad feat at all. Of course, Deluxe, we're not too sure if Deluxe has pitted. The P is above his name there, but I don't believe he pitted on that lap. May have even pitted lap 1, I'm not too sure. Being named Matt and running 2nd is a milestone. I definitely agree. Astral, he's pitted. He's on his outlap now. He's in 4th, 26 seconds back from Luke. Webby, he's in 5th. Webby's also pitted, I believe, with the 219. Luke, then. Will Luke be pitting now on lap 5? Over from these softs and give him the little bit of life left. Yes, he is. Over to the mediums now for the race leader with a 25-second gap between himself and Matt in 2nd place on those mediums. What is Matt going to do with his strategy here? He's got Deluxe chewing down his neck here. Matt dives into the pits. Deluxe heads out 2nd. Luke with now what is a 10-second gap heading into the 1st bend ahead of Deluxe in 2nd, although he is being challenged heavily for that by Astral in 3rd in the RCF. Deluxe just gets the corner. Astral, he's pushed out wide. He regains control in the regains control just at the exit there of turn 1, but this is, I guess, the exact same scenario. Thank you for the sub, whoever that was, pushing us to 590. But this is the same scenario that we saw Astral involved with earlier on when it came to Troyer. Troyer now running actually in 5th place in his Haribo RCF. Webber's doing well in the Magnum Morelli Ferrari. He's in 4th. Jovo in the Hoonigan for Porsche. He's in 6th. ARPS Iron Brew M6. He's in 7th. JHS in 8th. Langham in 9th, and then Matt last pickup points so far. He's running in 10th on his outlap now. So Luke, he is, he's just 5.5 seconds ahead of Deluxe in the GTR. I'm guessing Deluxe has pitted. I'm guessing so on that 1st lap, in which case phenomenal strategy for Deluxe, and he is running nicely. Astral, of course, is still applying the pressure though. No rest for the wicked, as they say. Astral is pushing Deluxe in the GTR hard in from behind in his RCF. Through double spoon now. I'd like to say that Astral does like this corner. He nailed it earlier on in the practice session. From what I could see, he had a fantastic line through it. He's done so again here. Keeps himself competitive with Deluxe. In fact, he's put himself onto the front foot here in this battle with a fantastic gain up onto the bumper of Deluxe, heading into the fast left-hander before the chicane. Look at that. Neither driver backing out of the commitment levels. Absolutely through the roof from the pair of these two. Bumper to bumper now through the chicane. Heading on to the final lap in second and third. We battle on. Webby in fourth, just sniffing away in the background. If there's a mistake there, I'm sure he'll capitalise on it. Astral goes onto the inside. They are too wide to start the final lap at Suzuka. Astral, of course, is the two-time podium champion tonight. He's won 2 races. In fact, no, I think he won 3 races. Yes, he's won 3 races tonight so far. But not this race. This race will be going over to Luke by the looks of it. He's still 7 seconds clear of this battle. Astral and Deluxe are tied into it though. Locking in on this final lap. Astral heading out of it though. Deluxe in third place now. 4.4 out. Yeah, Astral's won 2. This would have been his third, but not anymore. He won Road Atlanta. Road Atlanta and Bathurst, which is race 3. This is now race 4. Yes, I do apologise. Yes, he's won 2 lobbies in the Tuesday Group 3 league so far. Luke's scoring quite high with the points by the looks of it. Deluxe there with a bit of a poorer exit out of the hairpin. He finds himself a second out behind now on Astral. Webby 4 seconds out. Troyer not too far behind. Decent gap then down to Jolvo, who's got ARPS starting to creep up behind him. We'll just keep an eye on Luke and where he's headed, though. Luke's just approaching the final chicane now. So we'll stay on board with this battle for just a moment as we head into double spoon. ARPS chasing Jolvo. Okay, so final chicane's being navigated by Luke. I think it's fair to say that we're going to be better off jumping on board with Luke then. Oh no, it's not Luke, it's Viper, sorry. I thought it was Luke. Okay, Luke's now on the final chicane. There we go. Wow. So then, it is Luke in the blue GTR, victorious once again in the RDR lobbies, but this time it is in Suzuka. Astral, he approaches the line in second place. Deluxe, close behind in third. Webby, he's across the line now in fourth, and Troy, a valiant effort to gain fifth. Jolvo, 0.5 penalty across the line, but it won't put him into the claws of ARPS. There he comes, 6th. ARPS 7th. Langham now approaching the line, having formed a grid penalty at the start. He picks up 8th. Nice points finish for him. Matt 9th, and JHS picking up a point once again in 10th position as he navigates that Subaru towards the line. So, I'm Janik, 11th place, Viper. On the final lap now, not too far. You won't be finishing, unfortunately, but Viper in 12th place. So congratulations to Luke for winning, Astral 2nd place, and Deluxe for your 3rd place finish. Fantastic race, fantastic. Right, let's have a look at the result quickly, and then I shall share the race. So then, of course, while I'm sharing it, we can then have a look at the scoreboard. So Luke in 1st place, also picking up the fastest lap on a full clean sweep for him, so it's a 2:01.144. So far the only time tonight that we have seen the leader pit and come out of the pits in the lead. So a fantastic run for Luke. Not quite the post-update lobby record in Group 3 so far, but a phenomenal effort from him regardless. Astral in 2nd, Deluxe in 3rd, Webby in 4th, and Troyer in 5th. Jolvo in 6th, ARPS in 7th, and Langham in 8th. Matt in 9th, and JHS then picking up the final point in 10th. I'm Janik in 11th, and Viper in 12th. Buenos Manos in 13th, and Player 24 disconnected, in 14th. Which was a shame because, thank you very much for the sub, whoever that was. It's a very much a shame because Player 24's debut into the lobby was actually looking rather good. He was on for 2nd place had he not made it round Luke and gotten 1st. But yeah, only penalty there was going to Jolvo, but no, fantastic run there. Scoreboard's not ready, so that was the wrong screen. We'll just save the replay and share it as round 4, 20th 05 for the benefit of Sliced. There we are, so let's get that shared. GG guys, good race. It was a good race indeed, Deluxe. I say you performed well as well. We do have a couple of incidents I'm sure that we have to look back on. I think you were involved in one of them, but of course we'll have a look back on that in a bit. So though, Luke, as you were the winner, where would you like us to race for the final race then of the evening? It's completely your choice, my man. Let us know in the YouTube chat if possible, especially when it's saving. Otherwise, I might miss it in the game chat. But if not, I'll just come back to you and ask anyway. No, Joel's not being penalised, Deluxe.
What? Not I got a penalty.
No, Deluxe may potentially get a penalty. I'd seen something from ARPS at the start.
Okay.
Okay, so Luke, it's up to you. Where are we heading for the final race? Dancing in the moonlight, everybody's in. Scoreboard is green and go. So while Luke is deciding, let's have a look then how we stand heading into the final race. Astral out in front with, of course, there's a little bit of a penalty looking there for race 2 for Astral. It'll only be a penalty points deduction, and by the looks of it being 20 points clear, yeah, it's looking good for him. I don't think I did anything wrong in this race. If I did, I apologise. More than likely it's lag. Okay, we'll have a look into it anyway for you, Deluxe. But heading into it, it is still all to play for. There is no victory before the final race, which is weirdly unusual for the point system. It does tend to happen quite often, but not this round. We are going to be going into the last race. We're just waiting for Luke, of course, to decide what race we're going. But yes, Deluxe in second place with 52 points, SAS in third still with 49. Match now with Luke on 49 points, but of course SAS won't be scoring anymore as Luke will be. 48 points for Webby, 44 for ARPS, what's that, 28 for Jolvo, 12 for Matt and Troyer, 10 for JHS 13, 6 for Langham, and 4 for Player 24. He disconnected, of course, on race 4. But yes, then no further points further down. Okay. It's a shame, see, because Luke would be, well, he'd be in second place had he not have rage quit out. But yeah, we're still waiting on Luke for that last track. Okay, if Luke doesn't come back to us with a track, then I will put it down to... Oh, Luke says that he's sorry. That's okay. It's all good, Luke. Just pick a track for the final race, my man.
Red Bull Ring.
We are finishing at Red Bull Ring. It will be 9 laps of Red Bull Ring as well to account for the fact that A, final race, and B, shorter track. There we go. He wants it wet.
Ooh.
Can it rain at Red Bull?
Yeah,
Can.
It can. Tell you what, I'm going to leave that one to a poll. There we are. Wet race, yes or no? Vote away in the comments down below, guys. Do we want the final to be a drizzly one?
Y'all got issues, bro. Sorry.
It's looking good for wet so far.
Well, if it's raining, turn off the required tires.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Please note lap 2, turn 1 for me, just curious. Lap 2, turn 1, race 4, I'm guessing. JHS, last race.
Should be.
Right, so let's have a look at the votes then. So we've got 9 votes in for yes. Or 9 votes in and it's going yes's way. We've got 10 people in the stream. So we're just waiting for that one last person to make that that choice. But it's looking wet race for the final race. I think it is fair to say that it's wet race, so let's change that on over. Yes, tyres off.
He said wet to dry.
He wants it wet to dry. You want to start in the wet?
Yeah, he said.
Okay. Thick cloud with torrential rain to start. Light drizzle. Finish in the sunshine. Or should I change this to cloudy because it'll take a while for the track to dry? No, we go good. 25 likes. Thank you guys. Smashed it this evening. Big fan of that. Remember as well, if you'd like to join in with the other 591 people, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned in with whenever we go live, guys. We go live on Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. And of course, if you haven't done so already, jump into our Discord that's pinned in the chat below. Are we happy with the settings then as they stand, or would you like an extra little bit of wet in there, or are you happy with just the torrential rain at the start and let the track dry out naturally throughout the rest of the race?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet. Okay, we'll change that over for that then. Your 10 seconds practice begins now, obviously, after this one. So,
10
yeah, the
seconds,
couple...
Wow.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
10 seconds. That's quite...
10 seconds? Yeah, okay, not 10 seconds qualifying, obviously. We're going for 10 minutes qualifying. And that'll start as soon as we can get into the lobby now. That's, of course, if we haven't broken the lobby.
Oh,
Which
Oh.
ARPS is left out on. There we go.
Hey, it worked.
Oh. Beautiful.
There we go. Right, so your 10 minutes qualifying has now begun. Ten minutes qualifying. 10 minutes. Not 10 seconds, don't worry. Wouldn't do that to you. Be a bit pointless as well. So, yes, looking at it, I think I would agree with the wet tyre as the choice as opposed to the intermediates. It is looking horrible out there.
That's Austria for you.
Wait for ARPS. Yes, we'll wait for him. Oh, we've had our first victim of the wet. Astral goes round turn 2. The wet and drizzly scene, though, is being set here. Certainly lower in the mood. Troy is in the gravel, turn 3. How's Slice getting on? What's Slice gone for? He's in the Corvette on intermediates. Joel will also going for the intermediates in his final RSR design tonight.
Castrol LSR.
The Castrol LSR livery RSR. Lovely. Very nice too. There you are. So APS is just coming back in now.
Corvette kind of sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Viper pulled his handbrake there, but he is round. This is not going to be a fun qualifying session indeed.
It's been very fun.
This first corner is going to be incredibly hard to steward afterwards, I will be honest. Troy is fighting his RCF there out of turn 1, as is Astral. Luke looking quite poised in the GTR. So I believe it is Langham then who will be the first one to complete a lap.
Viper, please move if you're on a slow lap or that.
Who needs to move?
Viper. I don't know if he's on a fast stop.
Oh, there we are. He's out the way.
Yeah. And then
Well,
push me into the gravel. Nice
He
one.
did throw you into the gravel, and he's also now caused a bit of an incident with AJ as well. Viper, yeah, if you are in the way and qualified, but just jump out of the line of the faster cars, mate.
I was gonna go wait anyways, but still.
It didn't help though, did it?
Not really.
So a 143.646 is from Langham. Troyer with a 144. Astral with a 142.2. The benchmark is set. Webby goes faster than 140.896. That's where we're now looking. Who else have we got approaching the line? Is anyone going to put stead to Webby's 140? Ooh, I'm Janik goes second with a 141.668. Fast lap from that Ferrari. Could definitely be looking the one here in the wet around Red Bull Ring.
Yes, it's so wet, Meadow.
Astral's looking good so far for the lap though. Let's stay on board with him for just a moment. Nice and poised. How does he stand on the time? Here's where we find out. He is faster. 2.5 seconds faster, may I add. A flying lap in the wet for Astral, or coming up indeed, but the track is now starting to dry out. Plenty of puddles still on the track for the drivers to find. There's one that Astral's just found. That's cost him a couple of milliseconds, but 137.135 is the lap from Astral that puts him fastest. Luke, he's got a 137.606 in second, and ARPS with a 138.096 in third.
Come on now, bro.
Viper, get out of the way if you're not on a faster lap, please, my man.
Bro, I'm about to brake check him, bro.
I saw that, mate. I saw that. Just don't bother. You're in front now. Don't worry about it. Oh, he's just punted.
What an absolute clown, bro.
Well, mate, you've gone with a fast lap. Jolvo, though, with a 135.254. No, I know he shouldn't be doing that. So, tell you what, I'll give him a.
Oh, he also picked up Luke.
Just taking out everybody, bro. Just kick him at this point.
He's well, I don't think he's looking very fast on his qualifying time.
Don't matter. He's causing issues to other people.
We'll stay on board with him for just a moment and see if he does cause any more issues. And if he does, then of course we'll do something about it. I did see that though, Astral. Don't worry, I did see it. I was on board with you when it happened. Okay, who's going to be coming out? Oh no, he's gone back into pits now. Okay, it's 3 minutes left then of the session. Track's starting to dry out. The times are starting to get a little bit faster now. Jolvo currently on top of the 135.254. Troyer's looking good so far. He's on the intermediate still. There is still a fair bit of grease out there on the track. He's just started his fifth lap though in the qualifying. Currently fastest, we're purple by 0.1. Let's see where he is now, section 2. Langham puts in another blinder at 135.5. ARPS, though, he can't quite topple Jolvo's 135.2. That's a phenomenal time from Jolvo. Back on board then with Troyer. Little bit wide here. Cross section 2 line. He's 0.4 down on his time now. JHS 13's found the gravel there, turn 3. Tomb Runners in the blacked out McLaren. Let's see what Tomb Runners is about then. .4 faster than previous for Tomb Runner. Looking to take 6th so far off Astral. Oh, Tomb Runner there just having a bit of a wider exit. Carrying it nice though. There we go. I've pulled it up again for you. Pulled it up again for you if you just carry on. Sorry guys, we'll be back with it in just a second. I'm just getting a driver list for Casper. There we go, fantastic. Okay, so best time for Tomb Runner, but the penalty will put a stop to that. We're just about to click over to our final laps for the qualifying. Did it 2 seconds early, but either way... You what?
I just came out of pit's going to do 1 lap.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, with the shorter lap times we have got the time to. I mean, you're still out on pole, mind, at 1:35.2. You don't need to set another lap right now. It's looking good for you. Buenos Manos, he goes, well, he's currently sat in 2nd place. I'm not too sure why, but he's not too far off the time of Vapor RPS. 2:43 off Jolvo's time, so a quick time for him in the Peugeot indeed. Hello Kitty Peugeot. Great start to your lap there, Jolvo.
And the pole's gone for now.
1:34.7 now for Anjanik on the intermediates.
I noticed.
Who's lap? Ooh, Luke's gone 1:34.058. He's on the softs now. Webby also on the softs. Looking for that faster time. That lap time is now gone for Webby, unfortunately.
Starting my lap now.
Where are you? Oh, there you are, you're on top. So, Jolvo beginning his final lap. This will be the lap caller then. Once Jolvo finishes his lap, we will begin the race. ARPS and Webby are readied up.
Oh, no. Okay.
Ah, Jolvo's lost it, unfortunately. Okay then, so Buenos Manos. Yeah, he's not making the difference there on the intermediates. Remember though, the race will be starting in wet conditions, so you will have to change over to the intermediates. Make sure to do that before the start of the race. I don't want to see anyone starting on softs. That would be catastrophic for your race.
I'm purple by half a sec, and then never mind. Viper got in my way again, bro. Never mind.
It's the last race, mate. We'll just leave him in for now. Sorry, man.
Never mind, bro. Jesus Christ, such a clown.
Okay, right. So, are we all ready?
Yeah. Someone start on soft, please.
Yeah, make sure that you've all sorted your tyres out.
Soft is the strat for the start, guys.
Yes.
There we are. Just make sure everyone's aware that the race is starting wet. Astra with a passive-aggressive warning to Viper there. No pits. I mean, Christ, if you think you can make it to the end on intermediates, then you or go for it. Like, but I certainly don't think it will be the optimal for you. Right, are we all good to go though? No worries, Orion. How you doing? Right, are we all ready?
Yes.
Fantastic. Right, best of luck to all the races then for the final race of the evening. Here's how we stand on the scoreboard. Quickly, it's Astral's, Deluxe's and Luke's to play for. Let's get into it though for 9 laps then of Red Bull Ring to finish us off for tonight's Group 3. It's looking ominous out there in the dark with the wet as well. The lights are on for all the cars here. A wet start to the race. There's no one on racing tyres at all. No, everyone is on the correct tyres. The lights are up. Away we go. Luke away first. Not quite as quick though as I'm Janik, who's away first with Webby in second place as they approach the first corner here in the dark and wet at Red Bull Ring. I think there may be a little bit of tussling going on between a lot of the runners, but everyone is there now. I'll say Troyer just managing to get himself back seated in the race. Webby now in control of it. Up into second corner now. Those two go side by side. Oh, there's big contact. There's big contact. Sliced is punted from behind. Let's go back through and watch that one a second. What happened there from Sliced? He's in 8th. He moves out. Oh, Sliced doesn't get enough braking. That was Sliced. What, the head of the stewards is involved in the first incident from the last race. He does it again. He goes really deep. What's going on with Sliced today? This is not Sliced's level of racing that we know. Buenos Manos in 15th. Webby in 1st. Langham in 2nd now. Luke in 3rd. I'm Janik in 4th. 5th for ARPS, Astral 6th. It's really slippery out there. Look at these three going 3 wide here at the back. Matt Viper and JHS. JHS and Viper probably the 2 worst people to go 3 wide with, I'm not going to lie. Especially in the current conditions. It looks torturous out there for the drivers. That was an incredible start. That was full of action. We're going to have so much to look back on. And Sliced is fully going to be... I mean, I'm hoping that that's just going to be a full admission of guilt for that first one. I mean, he said sorry, and it was very obvious that there was no contact from behind. He just went way too late. Anyway, lap 2 underway now. Webby at the helm of the race. Langham chasing him in second place, holding Luke off. Luke's got a 1 second penalty, though. That'll drop him down into the hands of Amjanik. ARPS, Astro, Matt, Deluxe. JHS 13 all the way down to 9th. 2 runner last in the points then in 10th. Jolvo just behind. 3 seconds penalty for Jolvo. Sliced in 12th. Troyer in 13th. Viper in 14th. And AJT Buenos Manos in 15th. Big off there. Turn 2 for Langham. Just fighting that E92 to get himself back running. He does so in second place though, with Luke still lurking behind. ARPS has got a fair bit of trouble with, I would say with Amjanik, but ARPS finds the gravel instead. JHS 13 moves himself up. Deluxe now finds a way around ARPS, having gone off into the gravel there, turn 3. Astral also looking to do so. It is a 3-horse race between these 3 once again. ARPS there looking like he's just sort of getting boxed in a bit by... sort of bullied a bit by the Porsche and the RCF. Deluxe, though, makes a move around Astral, puts himself in between ARPS and Astral. Luke's now served his 1 second penalty. Imjanic moves up into fourth. JHS, sorry, takes it. He moves up into third. Wide exit though, and he drops back down. Imjanic sneaks back through into third. Langham though, still second place. Webby, first place. A fantastic race turning out for these two. The rain has now stopped. However, the track is still wet. We've got Langham in second place. Imjanic not too far behind, battling away with JHS 13. JHS has picked up a 0.5 penalty though. Luke also breathing down the neck of the Ferrari in fourth place from fifth in his GTR. Let's jump on board with Luke then for the second corner. How's this going to be navigated by these three? Luke goes right. Imjanic defends it. Looks at the opportunity at JHS's line, and he takes third. A fantastic move for the Ferrari to put himself from fifth up into third. From fifth up into third, sorry. However, Luke, he had a lightning exit out of turn 2 as well. He puts himself competitive. JHS 13 though, late dive onto the inside. Does it pay out for him? Can he find the traction? A little bit of gravel on the way out, but it hasn't gone too badly for him. He's still in this. AJT Imjanic now, he's in fourth behind Luke. Luke now starting to tear away with the gap, 0.7 between himself and JHS 13 in fourth place. Of course, 0.5 penalty for JHS to serve. That will put him behind Imjanic, ARPS and Astral. Probably down even there into the clutches of Deluxe there in... what's Deluxe in today? What's Deluxe in now? Deluxe is in his Porsche. Interesting choice of Deluxe. We haven't seen him as Porsche for a while. But yes, Matt in the M6 currently in 9th, holding out Slice for 10th place. That's going to be an interesting one for him to hold out. But I think it's worth staying on board up here for a second. Astral, ARPS, they make it past. Does Deluxe do so? No. He's tied in with JHS. Let's go down to 8th position then, on board with the bonnet view from Deluxe's Porsche. Moves to the inside for turn 1. Can't make it. JHS actually dives at the inside of Astral, pushing Astral wide. Astral then loses 2 positions because of it. I think JHS should probably look to give the position back there to Astral. That was a nasty move up the inside. That was a shame for him, but it's put Deluxe all over him like a rash now. Deluxe moves to the inside of the corner for turn 2. Does Deluxe make it round on the inside? I think just about. He gets the elbows out, but secures 6th place for himself. Sliced is also now up into 8th, having gotten round both Astral and Matt in the snap-on snap-on Corvette. He's now tailing JHS in that Ferrari. I don't think JHS is going to look to fight that when he goes onto the left. Big dive for JHS. A bit ambitious on the brakes, but couldn't quite make it round on the outside of Deluxe. But now it's just Deluxe left to fend off Sliced Bread. Let's see how he does it. So back on board then with Webby in the helm of the race. 5 seconds clear of Luke in 2nd place. Luke though currently looking to put a faster lap in than that of Troyer's 1:36.401. Langham now in 3rd with Imjanic closely following behind. ARPS though looking dangerous as well. Deluxe, he's close, as is Sliced, as is Astral. Still less than 10 seconds between 8th and 1st place, with a 5-second gap on 1st as well. So fantastic racing from the group. I think the wet really has brought the grid closer together. Webby's still very much in sight of Luke here. Fastest lap for Luke at 1:35.581. Langham just barely hanging on here. There we are. Let's go to the rear of Langham's JCB M3 here. Decent exit out of turn 1, sees the M3 launch ahead of Imjanic heading into turn 2. Of course, Imjanic has got heavy pressure from behind in the McLaren of ARPS. Same actually goes down with Sliced and Deluxe. Sliced puts the move on Deluxe using an exit, I'm guessing, from turn 1 to have a fantastic run onto the straight. He's now into 6th. He's chasing Langham now for 5th place, having both Imjanic and ARPS make a move on him. Deluxe now in 7th. Astral with a 0.5 penalty. Matt in 9th. Still Jolvo now in 10th. Troyer, no one's pitted just yet. Troyer in 11th. JHS 13 now running 12th on the full wets. Webby's on the intermediates, as is Luke and Imjanic. Langham, he's on the wets as well. ARPS. Lap 5 out of 9 here then at the Red Bull Ring. 3.3 seconds now the gap between 1st and 2nd. So then, with some penalties being served, the positions are swapping around a little bit. Langham down into 5th, ARPS 4th. Unjanik now up into 3rd. Sliced. He gets round Langham. He's in 5th. He's now chasing ARPS. Let's jump on board then with Sliced. We'll be going till midnight for you, Orion. Sliced puts himself on the inside. He pressures it. He makes the move. He gets it done. ARPS runs himself wide. Comes back out into the battle though, and if I'm honest, fairly done so as well. It was a little bit elbows out from Sliced. He does so again though. Sliced jumping onto the inside turn here, or inside now for turn 2. JHS, sorry for the weird dive bombs. I'm just so mad at people for driving slow. It's all good. So, ARPS looks around the outside, coming out of turn 2, can't quite make it. Slice has got the move done. He's up into 4th. He now chases Janik a second out in front. It's looking good for the Corvette. He's had a phenomenal race so far. Could a podium very much be in sight for Slice then? He's 0.3 out there. Could have been a bit of a mistake from 3rd place, but there's a mistake from Slice. ARPS takes the move. He moves up into 4th. Deluxe, he makes a bit of a mistake. He goes through Langham, pushes up and around into 6th. Astral there just waving behind. Slice though having to reset behind ARPS now. That mistake has cost him. There's a bit of a tussle going on here. Langham coming out on top of it though. Deluxe fighting it back. Deluxe now up into 6th. Astral having to go as well. Astral looking to make a move. Now he goes too wide into the penultimate corner for lap 6. Can he do it? Not quite. Luke goes into the pits from the lead. As does Deluxe, as does Langham. Webby out in front then. What was that? I just saw like bright lights. Was that the TV? Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Right, anyway, 0.5 penalty for Webby. Slice now in 2nd place, having a big battle with ARPS in 3rd. Let's jump on board with the bonnet then of ARPS as we head up towards turn 2. Luke now out on the softs. That could be dangerous. ARPS looked at the inside of Slice, but the door was shut by the time that the move was on the table for him. 2.5 seconds in front though of Astral. Astral's just having to sort of sit back and watch. He's not even close enough to make much from a mistake here, depending on the mistake, I'd say. But from the looks of it, Slice is starting to walk from it. Still finding a bit of wet there, but of course both of these still on the intermediates. So Webby's 1st place then. He's just come round Viper, the lapped car. How does Webby fare with his tyres? Does he feel that he could do with a pit stop? Let's see, does he go for the pits? Not this lap. He stays out. He's going for the final lap. If he even needs so. If not, he might even stay out on the intermediates. Sliced on the intermediates also. He may be thinking that's the better option. ARPS still very much with him. Astral starting to pull in the time on this battle as well to get involved. Troyer about 4.5 seconds to 5 seconds out now on 4th position. Matt then 7 seconds back from 5th. 2.5 seconds back then is Luke, of course, who's pitted and is now on the racing softs, looking to take advantage of the fresh slick rubber on the now drier Austrian track. He is gaining a lot of time quickly up to Luke. Or up to Matt, sorry. So we'll see how it goes. Let's jump on board with Luke to see the move happen. Or in fact, the rear camera of Matt's then, as Luke clambers up the place. Side by side once again into the 2nd turn. The racers are loving the action here when it comes to this 2nd turn. Matt covers the inside, but Luke with a phenomenal exit around the outside puts the move done and moves up into 6th. There is a yellow flag in the form of AJT Buenos Manos. He's just the lap car in the Peugeot. He's gone round. He's back running though in 14th. Webby still 8.5 seconds clear of Sliced in 2nd place. ARPS still looking competitive as well, 0.4 out. Slice, I think, actually dancing a little bit with his Corvette there. ARPS now really putting the charge on him. Looking to go too wide with him now into the penultimate corner. Can he get the move done on the inside? He pushes Slice out a bit. He does get there. Slice so far, though, holding the move. He's in second place. Webby, though, now on the final lap, round the first turn. He carries us into the finale. The final lap at Red Bull Ring. Sliced and ARPS do too. Those two battling out to the side. Where on the podium they shall sit. Of course, a mistake from either one could even mean that Astral finds a place on the podium instead. 0.5 penalty from ARPS. We'll see him drop out the back end of Sliced... the battle there. Out the back end of this battle, sorry. Sliced Bread... I don't know. Oh, both go wide. Both really, really deep. Astral, though, a fantastic exit from Astral. It's now a 3-horse race for second place. It's really, really amped up now. It's not just a podium, regardless of where they come. One of them will not be finishing on the podium in this battle. None of them wants it to be them. Sliced and ARPS, the battle got to the most of them. They both went wide turn 2. Astral, phenomenal exit. He put himself competitive. But here we go then. ARPS just having to shut the door on Astral. He is ARPS, though, with his penalty. It'll drop him behind Astral. Webby then. He approaches now this is the penultimate corner for Webby. No pit stops needed. It's still wet enough for the intermediates to work. He comes around the final corner. It is Webby in the Ferrari. First place for Webby. Sliced Bread then at the helm of the second place battle with Astral and ARPS in tow. It is Sliced Bread who comes across the line in second place in his Corvette. Astral in third in the in the RCF, and then ARPS closely fourth in that McLaren. Troyer in fifth in his RCF. Luke in the GTR in sixth. Matt in seventh in the M6. Langham battling it out with Deluxe to the line for 8th position, but Langham currently occupying it. Langham goes wide last turn. Deluxe takes the position. It's Deluxe 8th position across the line in the Porsche. Langham just gathering the pieces in 9th, and Jolvo to pick up the final point with the fastest lap across the line with a 1:33.039. 10th position for Jolvo. JHS 13, he comes and approaches the line now in 11th position with Tomb Runner just 3.5 seconds behind. Penultimate corner done then for JHS. Don't choose wet if you can't drive in the wet. Common sense. I did not just murder the field. Slice, yes you did. But congratulations to Webby on winning that race there at Red Bull Ring for the final time tonight. So let's just get this replay shared. This is race 5, 2005. Okay, let's get this race. Let's get this race shared, and then we'll get on over to the scoreboard for the final time. We'll see who the winner is, and then we'll be crowning them. Once we've done that, we'll be moving on for what is admittedly, unfortunately, a brief steward session. So we'll just pick 1 or 2 incidents from each race to overview. Unfortunately, we won't be able to pick the incident with Sliced Bread as he's involved in it, but I'm sure he'll just be straight away admitting fault for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was silly, wasn't it, Sliced?
No.
It's just interesting how
Scott's back.
I mean, you did, but you did. Yes, you did pull a JHS. You're right.
No, I pulled a Franco, pulled a Pinto, bro.
Right then, so Webby in first place, Sliced in second, Astral then in third, ARPS in fourth, and Troyer in fifth, Luke in sixth, and Matt in seventh, Deluxe in eighth, Langham in ninth, and Jolvo in 10th. JHS 13 in 11th, and Tomb Runner in 12th. Buenos Manos in 13th. I'm Janik in 14th, and Viper 999 in 15th. So that's how the field looks. Then let's have a look at the scoreboard and see how it stands then for the final race. Oh, scoreboard isn't ready. Just a second. Should have stayed on Inters. I believe so, mate. My wheel broke, and I have been. I have to use a controller. That's fair enough, bud. But you just need to make sure that you're keeping an eye on your radar at all times, especially if faster cars are coming up behind. Because there were a few times where you did ruin a few people's laps, including that of Astral, who's he could have potentially gone pole there. I'm sure JHS had an issue with you as well. But yeah, but going forward, if you could just try and keep an eye out for the other racers in the race, that'd be great. Right. So, how is it cooking? Good looking. Webby wants to be your friend. Yes, there we go. Well, I apologise to whoever's just joined. That will be it for the evening. They're welcome to come and join us for the stewards. Emma Hayes. There we go. Remember, guys, as well, if you haven't done so already, smash the like button on the stream for us. And say, last time I checked, I think we were at about 25 likes, which was fantastic. And of course, if you are new here as well and you'd like to join in with the 591 other people who've smashed that subscribe button, then please feel free to do so, and you'll be involved with whenever we go live. We go live on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and it's always something different throughout the week. So there's always something to offer for everyone. But 27 likes now. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. What is happening with this mouse, and why are you... Right, there we go. There we are. So we're just waiting for the final scoreboard now for the evening, and then we will be going over to the stewards.
Yay.
Right, so let's jump out of the lobby. So it's just being adjusted now. However, I think it is fair to say that there is a clear winner, even with the point deduction that is coming up depending on the incident. It is Astral who finished on top for today's Tuesday Group 3 League, finished on a total of 88 points over the 5 races, so well done to Astral. Webby coming in decently close second, actually, with 68 points, and Luke then with third, and unfortunately, of course, we would have seen, well, if it wasn't... Luke would have stayed third, actually, even with those 5 points if they weren't deducted. D-Docs in fourth, though, with 58, tied with ARPS on 58 as well. SAS came sixth, even though he only raced in 3 races, though I'm sure we would have seen him much closer to the top had he have stayed with us. Jolvo came seventh with 31 points, and Troya was 8th with 24. Sliced finished with 22 points over the total of 3 races. How did Slice get 4 points in race 3 when he wasn't there?
Dude, I'm that good.
He's just that good. There we go. Okay, so Slice is actually 18. It is Matt in 9th place with 20 points. Then Sliced in 10th place with 18. JHS 13 and Langham drew with 10 points each, and that was then finishing out the scorers for the evening. But yes. Fantastic run, of course, for Astral. Congratulations on winning the Tuesday Group 3 League. But without further ado now, it is time to head over to the stewards. Better have the US National Anthem. No. Right, so Sliced, have you got all the replays ready? Starting at Spa.
Which one first?
Starting at Spa.
I will look for that. One second.
I've
So
uploaded
get there.
now.
Yeah, no, but like your VOD is never laggy.
Fair.
So,
Everyone made it through first. It was, I think it was the turns after the Kennel Straight, which caused the issues, I think, for a few drivers.
the icon, I know.
Okay, so there was just a shunt there from the behind on D-Docs.
But how did
So-
icon go off? That's what he was wondering a little bit.
Okay, so I think it's contact from Webby behind on D-Docs. I think
Who are
it's
we looking
contact.
at?
We're looking at lap 1 Deluxe on the Kemmel Straight moves on the outside of Webby. He puts himself in front and up into 3rd place. Webby on the braking zone, to be fair, Webby actually dedicates his line on for the braking zone. He picks the rumble strips and he backs out of the battle between SAS and Deluxe. Deluxe using the rumble strips, trying to get around SAS on the braking, either that or avoiding. He moves into the path of Webby under braking.
Webby never hit him, I don't think.
I think it might have been Deluxe actually hit Icon.
No, he did. He hit SAS and Icon at the same time.
Who did now? Deluxe.
Deluxe. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Again, Deluxe's lag is always an issue. There's a nudge on SAS, but there's a nudge on Icon as well. It's hard to say who the actual initial nudge comes from there between himself and Webby, but also rejoining causes a bit of issues. But it was Webby's incident that I wanted to have a look at. Right, okay, so Casper has just put in the lap 1 sector 2 Webby and Deluxe. Right, it's this bit now, so ARPS, yeah, look, Deluxe just comes straight across and into the side of Webby, which sends him round. Is there anyone else that suffered badly through this? Pan Am didn't have a great run. Pan Am was also on the grass trying to get around Blaze.
Use brake. Use Blaze as a brake.
Pan Am actually pushed Jolvo out there.
Cool. Forgot.
Oh.
And then there was some bump in
And
there.
then he goes off and... So...
But how do we...
didn't lose any spots.
How do we feel... How do we feel about, again, the Deluxe incident here?
Like, I mean, he hits SAS. That doesn't do anything.
It's Deluxe that bumps Icon first. He did let Webby back through later on. Okay, well that's fair enough.
But then, yeah, he did also like murder him and nearly Astral.
Yeah, he did send Icon off. What happens to ARPS here? So we're playing a little bit of bump drafting all the way up. ARPS just goes late as heck on the brakes, but doesn't take anyone else out other than Deluxe, who's already taken out at this point anyway, so... I don't know, what are we thinking about that overall? I mean, Deluxe, I think, definitely is the one at fault there for the whole incident, but like I said, he also let Webby back through, but it was, I think, more the contact on Icon heading in that I'm looking at as well.
Because, like, that kind of decided the race, almost.
I think it certainly did for Webby. I think it certainly did for Webby. How do you feel it should be Stewart sliced?
I don't know, like 3 points.
3 points penalty for Deluxe on that one.
Yeah, but like
Okay.
no back of grid.
No, it's a points deduction for tonight. Okay, so 3 points back of grid then for Deluxe. Was there anything else? Yes, there was actually with Kian. End of this lap, I want to say. So yes, Kian takes contact off Pan Am there. So yeah, end of lap 1. Pan Am and Kian, final chicane.
Then Pan Am gives the spot back and then Keenan spins out. Wow.
Yeah, touch from Pan Am. Kian goes round, gives the spot back. Gentleman like Kian goes round. What happens to Matt? Does Matt just catch unlucky?
I'm guessing.
Yeah, Matt just catches unlucky and goes round. Okay. So are we happy with that then? Because again, Pan Am did give the position back. I think I'd say that was him giving it back straight away. The fact that Kian spans up to Kian in that incident.
Yeah.
Just checking something a minute. It's always worth checking whenever you see JHS in shot.
Oh no.
No, you're good, you're good, you're good. No damage.
Okay. But what is that line?
I don't know, we'll skip ahead just in case, but I'm sure if we just did this enough times, we'd stumble upon something from him. Right, anyway, that's race 1 done. 27 likes now. Can we get to 30 before the end? Ooh, that's a good question, Jovel. Can we? Is there anyone watching that hasn't already smashed the like button? Right then, so on to race 2 at Road Atlanta. What was that? Lap 1, turn 1, Icon. And then lap 7, Astral and Luke.
Which one?
So Road Atlanta now, race 2.
Okay. Amazing thumbnail, by the way.
Amazing thumbnail.
Yeah, it's Jovel spinning.
I didn't see it. But anyway, we're looking at Icon on turn 1 to see what happens with him.
Oh, he spun on his own, didn't he?
Not entirely sure. I think he might have gone off.
It was like the right after the
hang on, I
S's,
think
he
there
just,
might be.
got wheel spin and spun.
I think there may be some pushing and shoving a little bit further down. Jolvo runs wide. Everyone else runs through okay. Jolvo just finds the grid again.
Try to sort myself into the grid better than last time.
Yeah, Icon goes around like lap 2.
Well, in that case then, I think it Icons was lap 2.
Yeah, he just spins on his own.
Okay.
Then SAS was the same thing. Laps later. Oh! Icon.
Right, well, the only incident worth noting from this one is the Astral and Luke incident on lap 7 on turn 1.
Icon spins in a second. Or not.
Icon said he got punted.
He did.
Right, so lap 7.
That lap 7, that turn 1 is interesting.
So let's watch on board then with Astral's point of view for it for now. It's very, very close, isn't it? But it does send Luke off.
Get onto each line.
We'll try and sort of watch like almost from that direct side to see if we can see. I don't actually think there's contact between the pair here. In which case, if there's no contact, there's no punishment for Astral.
You what, lap 6?
Lap 7, turn 1.
Oh. No, he does hit him.
He does hit him.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Look, he goes into Luke's face.
I mean, that's talk about close racing there. That might well
looks
be a
like he got hit
thumbnail
off.
reel. That might be a thumbnail there. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, Astral does hit him.
He does.
Let's just take a quick race photo here. Just, it's a really good angle. That'll do, we'll come back to it. Anyway, right, so onwards with the point of stewarding. Does Astral hit him? It's close, but I still haven't seen some dedicated contact between the pair that would instigate that it happened. But I don't know. Sliced.
I mean, Luke shouldn't just be sent off like that.
Well, no.
Yeah, he's turning right all the way, so it's not like he readjusted.
Let's watch it from the front view then. It looks like it's just really, really close racing, but I can't actually see any contact on my replay.
No, he does get hit.
Yeah, that was it.
I mean, it's annoying, so I just can't see any on the replay. Like, we'll watch it again full speed without pausing it. I mean, looking at the line, Astral wasn't leaving space for him at all anyway, but I think the contact... I mean, okay, so what's the decision there? Just another 3-point loss? Or are we putting it down? I mean, it did ruin Luke's race, and this is a higher position to be arguing for.
Did he quit then?
He did then rage quit, which also then gave him the -5 point. Which doesn't help him, obviously, but he wouldn't have scored highly, having got himself back running again from there, I don't think.
Back in number -5.
But anyway,
Astral.
how many are we thinking there for Astral then?
Like -5, I guess.
-5
Just
for
balance
Astral.
it out.
Okay.
That shouldn't change anything, though.
It doesn't change anything, Astral still wins.
No.
Right, so lap... race 3 then, which was... Suzuka? No, Mount Panorama. I don't actually think there was many... I don't think there was many incidents going on here.
No.
Me driving terribly.
I think, well, first corner is actually quite impressive, I think, Fell's corner.
Besides Icon.
Yeah, this is where Icon disappears off, isn't it, into the Shadow Realm.
Oh.
He takes himself off for a quiet word there. There he goes.
You gotta comment on your replay.
It
then.
was when the wheel died. What was that, sorry?
You gotta comment on your replay.
I got a comment on my replay
Yeah.
saying... Is it you who's commented on my replay by any chance?
No, it isn't. Someone else.
Oh. It's just the last time you commented on my replay. Right. Can if you want to, I'm not going to stop you. I think there may have been a little bump going into turn 1 here, or turn 2, sorry, it's Quarry. I think it's Pan Am, but I also think he backed out and let the positions go. Oh, he clips the grass and nearly goes round. No one really has a serious run out from that. Yeah. Again, it's just a sort of little bit of rubbing and racing going up the mountain, but nothing major actually. I think we got a quite relatively clean race considering out in Mount Panorama. Let's just stay on board for while the pack was tightly grouped. See if anything happens here between the close running cars. No, JLO runs wide. Nothing throughout here.
I remember this one incident where like people spun. But
It was no real fault within it, I don't think.
Ways using
I think it was lap 4.
Lap 4, where to?
Downhill. So I don't know exactly what corner, but like 7:30
Who?
is the time with Luke.
Whoa, hang on. Matt. Look at Matt and Zeton, bro. Going up the mountain. So Zeton, bro, actually makes contact with Matt, causing the big incident there. So he takes a sort of shunt from Luke, but that was a while ago and he could have easily reset himself. He hits the corner of Matt's M6, which puts himself onto the brass, which then, yeah, causes the cluster of incidents then, but he's the one that came off worse, so I guess in a sense he sort of penalised himself. But Slice, how do you see fit on this one, and what was going on there?
Definitely.
I think Zeton.
But yeah, the season. From why are you overtaking there?
Yeah, it's just not the room, is there?
No, and, like he's not far enough alongside to say that he deserves to get that spot.
Yeah. Okay then. Right, that's
Any practice
Zeton.
anyways.
Yeah. Right then. So race 4 at Suzuka. What are we looking at here? So I think there was an incident with ARPS and D-Locks at the beginning.
Lap 2, turn 1.
Lap 2, turn 1. I'm pretty sure it was ARPS that tagged D-Locks and called him for the move, so... Now, it seems a little bit dramatic from the contact that we're seeing. Well, no handbrake application from ARPS. It is a genuine spin. How do we see it in terms of the contact with D-Locks?
What happened?
So lap 1, turn 1, ARPS receives contact with D-Locks. D-Locks is on the inside for the corner behind Troyer. Stays on his line, plenty of room on the outside, just makes a little bit of contact with ARPS, which puts ARPS round and into last place.
Yeah, I'd say
It does look a bit like...
3.
I mean, D-Locks is saying racing incident here. I mean, can look at ARPS as if... Let's have a look for ARPS.
Shoved off.
I mean, looking if anything, see if ARPS turned into D-Locks, if he could have avoided it. I mean, he maybe could have.
Say that back one more time.
Like once
Yeah.
you get shoved onto that green area, you're done.
Kind of looks like AirPS didn't see him and turned into the lock.
Yeah, I mean, looking here, there's no... It does, yeah, like... It looks like he's sort of turned last minute too late when he's already, he's just seen D-Locks. And that sort of unsettles the M6, putting it wide anyway.
Well, where was ARPS supposed to go? He was going in the gravel or staying on track. Really?
Well, let's go from Bonneview, which is what we assume ARPS is. How does he spot
Yeah.
D-Locks? No, he can't see. He's in his blind spot regardless. Like his last second. I mean, look, I know you're saying where did he have to go, what could he have done, but also what more could D-Locks have done? D-Locks was further on the inside than what Troyer was. I mean, but there's definitely more than a space worth on the racing, within track limits there. ARPS is he's bitten the dust there already by hitting the green. He's recovering from that's already going to be hard enough. But I don't know. It's difficult. There is definitely 100% contact. There's no two ways about it. There is contact. But again, it's just sort of looking at ARPS does have that complete outside line should he want to stay to it, but the contact is what pushes him out wide. D-Locks was looking inside for a lot of that. I don't know. I mean, Sliced obviously is...
Yeah, to the left for him.
I mean, Slice, you get the final call on it. I'm just saying, I don't think there was much more Deluxe could have done to avoid that, other than completely backing out and conceding his place in it anyway. Well, there we are. As Matt Webb said, that the door was open for him, and I mean, it does seem as if that was ARPS's idea, was to go side by side with Troyer into turn 1 and, you know, build that pressure, drop right in behind him going into turn 2. But just as he's moved across, Troyer's there. Or not Troyer, sorry, Deluxe is there.
I'm guessing he had like radar on, and I think Deluxe came behind so fast he didn't see it.
Well, yeah, and like we said, and with bonnet view at the time of impact, even here on the original, you wouldn't have seen Deluxe there until last minute, even if he isn't watching his radar for that exact moment. I honestly, my personal preference on this one would be to pop this down as racing incident.
Sure.
That's just my preference. What do you think? Like, what's your steward in mind telling you about this incident and seeing what's going on? I mean, again, taking into account where everyone is, what's going on. You know, it's lap 1, turn 1. Do you feel the move was made by either driver that could have avoided this happening?
Yeah.
And who might have made that move to have avoided it?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, ARPS could have used a lot more room. Then Deluxe also almost just sent it in the corner.
He did, but then there was no contact made with Troyer in the car in front. He stayed competitive with him. It was close, but it wasn't aggressive. Like, you know, if we go here on board with Troyer or on board with Deluxe, we can. I mean, even on this view, we can still see the bottom of Troyer's car. So they're very close. It's just. I mean, yeah, they're close. They're not miles away from each other, but yeah, Deluxe he's not dangerously close to Troyer, I'd say. Woo, 30 likes, gangsters. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we just put it as a racing incident.
Yeah. I don't know, you don't sound convinced on it.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Oh, fair enough.
It's a bit like on both, I guess.
I guess, yeah, there could have been a move made on either. So where was the next one then on lap 4?
Same kind of incident on that too. This one over there, actually. Oh.
I mean, this one's a bit of a thingy one. I mean, obviously it's Viper. I think Viper turned into ARPS here, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just turned into him. You don't need to turn that much on Dunlop, or is that Dunlop? Dunlop curve?
Entering Dunlop.
I don't know, but
Entering Dunlop.
it doesn't really matter.
With the long left uphill was done as well.
Yeah, he didn't need to be turning that much into ARPS.
No.
Or braking there.
We can't penalize them for anything.
Astral. Does Astral receive any form of contact, and if so, what happened here? Because he went wide. Oh, contact off JHS.
Well.
Okay, well, let's watch on board with JHS for a moment then. No, it wouldn't be long. I mean, I don't... I mean, Jolville capitalised on the move as well, so it's a hard one for Jolville to comment on, but...
And then he got passed right away. So.
I don't know, I mean, JHS moves onto the inside and just taps Astral's back, pushing him out onto the
I thought he would break
grass, but I don't know. What do you think on this one?
I don't think I took him. Okay, I can't.
No. It just looked like he kind of punched Astral off.
I would also say that this was a bit of a force-off there. How many points deduction we think for JHS for that?
2.
2?
Because Astral is like not even a second behind.
Okay. 2-point deduction for JHS then.
Okay, but he did get back at me though, pretty much. Last week, so I think it's fair.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Oh.
Lap.
Right, anyway, so the final race, which is a little bit of a difficult one to steward, I guess, in a sense, because it was wet. Tell you what, I think I think this should be one that we have a look back at just at a later date. However, there is one man running in 14th position that I would really like the opinion of here. So the snap-on Corvette then. Bit of a touch and wobble, and the big slide actually punched JHS out on turn 1. So that's not a great start, but he moves himself up into 9th. What lap, Troyer? And I just missed that. I'm terribly sorry, but yeah, if we could go back to that lovely dive all the way up as far as second place from Sliced Bread. Look at this. A phenomenal dive from him.
Keep going. Keep going.
Right, so let's just pay attention now to our brake lights and where we are. So we've got Jolvo on the left-hand side, pretty much directly alongside Sliced. Jolvo is on the brakes. Matt in front, you can see his brake lights on the M6. He is also on the brakes. ARPS on the brakes. Buenos Manos on the brakes. Lang on brakes. You get the idea anyway, this far up, they're all on the brakes. Let's go actually back with D-Locks. No, none of these are on the brakes, so it is Sliced's turn to hit the brakes, but he chooses not to do so. Still choosing not to do so. Jolvo still now on the brakes. D-Locks now starting to brake. JHS also starting to brake behind him. As is Viper, actually. And Viper, of course, not at the very top of his game when it comes to racecraft. Astral still yet to brake, but of course he's just out of the time of needing to. So, I think we've only just now started braking from Sliced Bread, which is
Yeah.
Oh.
well, no, so I think that might just be a little bit of a
too,
gear change because I can see a little touch of brake application in the bottom left. However, I don't think that was early enough, was it, Sliced?
No.
No, I don't think so at all. But yeah, I think that
In my
was.
defense, I had front bumper cam, so I couldn't see anything.
That's fantastic reasoning behind it.
That's my POV.
Right, so what's...
I got absolutely destroyed.
And then I proceed to kill myself the next turn.
Go on then, so what's bumper of JHS then for this? I will say, right, before this, like before the carnage there, on this moment, this is a fantastic opportunity for a photo with all of these runners here. As far down as Webby. I will take the opportunity to do so, actually, thank you. Let's just have a look at this. This could, well, you could be looking at the thumbnail for next week, guys. You never know. It just looks hectic here, doesn't it? Yeah. So if we come out, nice sort of zoomed in angle there on everyone. Let's have a look at the carnage. Oh, it's bright. There's a lot of lights here. Let's turn the glare down. Jesus. It's a fantastic steward session, I know.
Photo session.
It is. It's a steward / photo session. Minus glare 100 looks weird. We'll just go 70 glare there. There we are. That'll do. Track limits Webby. No such thing on this lobby apparently. I think he made it out just okay, but he didn't make any time. That's for sure. There we are. So we'll quickly take the potential thumbnail as well as that one of Luke. That's quite a nice one. See, I don't know. The Ferrari just looks out of place there. It's weird. I don't think the photo mode works well in the wet. I'll have to have another look at it. Anyway, so yes, Sliced Bread definitely in the wrong for that one. Was there anything else
you watch
now?
the turn after?
I can watch the turn after. Who am I looking for? Because you did.
I've seen me kill myself a second
You
time.
also murdered yourself in this one, didn't
Yeah.
you? You have to love mates like him. Exactly. If you don't love him, you'll hate him. So once again, but instead of taking out everyone else, Slice decides to take himself out. There he goes. Did something happen to Jolvo there as well? Let's just go back and have a look at that, just in case.
I think he might have gone off.
He penalised himself. Nearly took one off Sliced, actually. I think he might have taken a bit of contact from Sliced.
Yeah, I remember. I remember getting a hit from behind, but I'm not sure if it was Slice or not.
I think he was definitely Sliced, looking at the speed in which the hit came from.
Looking at that, yes.
Oh, but he flashed
But
his lights.
in the race, it didn't feel that.
Oh yeah, that was contact from Sliced. That's 100%.
Perfect.
No two ways about it.
Amazing.
Turn 1
Wait, no, I don't think I hit
and
it. No, I
end
did.
of 1 in RB.
Yeah, end of lap 1, you gotta watch Viper.
So was this the turn that Troyer meant?
Yeah, watch Viper.
Whoa! What happened there? Where is Viper at this point? He does do what I think he does there, doesn't he? I mean, he's smacking, pushing and shoving Tomb Runner as it is. Takes a shunt from behind because of his messing around. Pushes Jolvo out, and then he thinks, do you know what? No, I'll go for Troyer instead. Takes Troyer out. And himself out, luckily, and Troyer gets himself running, but yeah. Okay. I think it's fair to say that Viper won't be coming back to our lobbies then in the Group 3 setting. No, I don't think so. But, anyway. So that concludes our steward session, and indeed concludes the stream for this evening. Thank you all so much for coming along tonight. I'm glad that we were able to smash 30 likes, and of course actually pick up 3 new subs tonight as well, which is fantastic. Not too sure if anyone's joined the Discord, but remember as well, guys, if anyone wants to know their RDR lobby statistics, just message us in the Discord to find out, as Jolvo has got all the statistics ready, sorry. But yes, congratulations to Webb for your first win. Again, I don't think we're going to have many stats for you, as you are relatively new when it comes to the lobbies. However, you are shaping up to become one of the stronger drivers, so very much looking forward to that. Let's have a look. So, sorry, so there was Jolvo, sorry, just letting us know about the... what is going on with this mouse here? It keeps sticking and only moving in a certain way, and it's winding me up. A treat. Right, there we go. But yes, there has been a slight change with the scoreboard. Okay, so Astro's still very much on point. First place. Webby, second place tonight, so well done, Webby. Luke in third, ARPS in fourth, Deluxe in fifth, having taken a 3-point hit there on race 1. SAS in 6th, and Jolvo in 7th. Troyer in 8th, Matt in 9th, and Sliced in 10th. Langham in 11th, JHS in 12th, and Viper in 13th. With 0 points, but of course Viper would have been penalised massively for that. But yes, guys, thank you very much for joining in. If you haven't done so already, jump in our Discord, which is pinned below, and go over and chat to the guys in the community there. But other than that, though, thank you all for spending the time to come race with us tonight. We will see you tomorrow for RDRP Tokyo. Make sure to check out the stream that's put in there, and of course, if you haven't already, check out our videos that we put out on the weekend as well, covering the Group 3 highlights from last week. But yes, other than that, though, guys, thank you very much for watching. Peace out, and we'll see you in the next one.
Right.